Hello, everyone. Welcome to the ninth episode of The Plight of Princes, episode 16. Good God. Where our miscreant Mishapens last left off, they had left the sewers of the city of Portlost, having rescued a mermaid from a cult worshipping some sort of sea entity. In this time, they encountered mermaids who had taken them away, and the leader of the mermaids informed the Baron that he is now tasked with dealing with this cult because it has taken one of theirs, and there must be a reprimand for it. From there, they went back to the Baron's home, and he began speaking with them, right up until he began mentioning certain names, which made the Baron begin getting more nervous, and more descriptors, and further nerves began building until he left the room. Which, like any good D&D players, the moment they left the room, they flipped the fucking thing upside down. Finding little nooks and crannies, finding a familiar that was a butterfly, finding a scroll of contact other planes, finding other little knickknacks and paddywhacks about, and interesting, lovely big pictures. And from there, the Baron returned with a scepter, having become increasingly nervous and agitated as the party began badgering him more and more for questions, believing he might have some sort of ulterior motive, until the Queen of Neverwinter arrived. Legacy. She appeared in and began getting into the stage of, darlings, who's fucked up? How do I have to fix it? The party then began explaining everything to her. Certain flight was granted to people temporarily whilst they sped about the city, until somebody mentioned Wittick had an interest from somebody, and she nearly stopped everyone, going, I need all the details here. Made their way back to the gladiator and the fishmonger, at which point they rested a little bit more. Serenus, trying not to go out, not to get drunk at the tavern, decided he'd go for a walk in the middle of the night, when there was an assassin in the town that wanted them dead. Started getting shot. After a challenging encounter, he managed to escape back with 6 hit points left to the tavern.
Oof.
Making enough noise to wake Legacy from where she was staying. She then proceeded to fly across the city, and the very unfortunate assassin did not roll well on his stealth. She, however, rolled very well on her perception, and all that was left of him is the crossbow she dropped at the front of the tavern. Serenus was tended to, and now everyone is resting in a big cuddle pile after the queen left. So, Wittick and King, as always, you are the two that require the least to sleep. You only have to spend 4 hours, and then you have completed your long rest. That is
Yes, I
the
read
case with
that.
you guys.
Well,
Yeah.
6. But
Well, for you, 6. Her 4.
wait, or is they change that?
Yeah. Now it's for anyone who has to only do 4 hours of meditating more or less. It's that case. If it's only 6 hours, literally that's all it takes for your short rest. So yeah.
Yeah, my eyes
You
just
more
sort
or
of
less
glaze over.
you more or less meditate for your bits, and whilst you do that, then and you focus on your meditations and you're resting, the time passes. You both wake your periods up. You began playing your chess games, and from there, everyone begins stirring little by little. As it comes to the new morning, you all wake up in various states of sprawled all over each other. So, what do you guys do?
While me and Widdick might have been talking in the night, I might have said some things to him.
You can do that now if you'd like.
Widdick, what is your assessment of the Queen? You've known her for a long time.
What do you mean exactly?
I hear she is quite capable. Quite trustworthy, quite smart.
From what my master has told me of her in his adventures, she is a very capable woman. Being able to cast spells of extremely high levels. Being queen doesn't seem to have really stopped her.
I was just curious, since I intend to follow similar paths. Anything to note about her leadership style?
I can't really say on that because I haven't really been in Neverwinter during their rule. I've just been in Everland at the shop.
Fair enough. Check.
So. Shit.
I just said check. I couldn't resist.
I know, and now he's like, I don't need a movement piece.
That's all.
Okay. Yeah, no, don't really know how Neverwinter was really ran in terms of leadership-wise, because I had a different lord basically over Everland.
I will say what you do know, Wittek, is she mostly, like, while Sildar is a trusted, reliable diplomat and entity, she more or less handles things by force of personality. You know, literally, if you were literally to play the song Cult of Personality, it's more or less just that.
Yeah, because I mean, really, the only time Wittig was really ever in Neverwinter is if we happened to be there for selling stuff, or if we were there for like the festival.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
Face and substance, rare indeed.
Do you have anything else you want to say, or is that your time?
Nah.
If you want to roll an intelligence check as well, just to see how well you get on the chess, you can do. Just to keep a running tally, shall we say. Go on.
Boom!
Oh, it is!
Yeah, the thing is, that doesn't matter, because he can
roll higher.
Higher. Yeah, that's just the best I could do.
You're gonna need to have a page, like, actually in the back of the notebook just to be, like, chess victories.
No, he won.
Who has beaten King in chess? Yeah.
Most people
the
have.
robot.
Two people have beaten him.
It's going in the back.
It's literally like fighting the chess AI, like.
Okay, put in my treasures. I have beaten King this many times.
It's a
Hey, remember, eventually the DM promised you'd get proficient.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just waiting for the clap off of Blue when she's like manages to catch that fucking thing.
It's flown off into the corner and is chilling.
So, you all wake up. It's about 9 a.m. Serenus, you are sore, but functional. Everyone else, you more or less wake up in a pile. People might or might not be uncomfortably close to each other when you wake up, like, shit.
I was going to say that when Lo gets up, he will not realize he's still in tiefling form.
Which he will be in tiefling form.
Which he will be. So he has virtually no spatial awareness, so there are
ding, 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 ding.
There's antlers and tails going all over the place.
Yep. Remember, you have that anyway. Because Alter Self and Disguise Self are different spells.
I know. So I'm just picturing him going down to where the shared bathroom is for everyone in the tavern, then coming back, having realized he was in tiefling form, then coming back elven and freaking out.
Oh.
It's one of those moments of, I'm still in my pajamas with the little hearts on them. Oh no.
Yeah.
Literally the nightmare of, I don't have pants on. But this isn't a nightmare.
But it's just the funniness of him waking up and then everyone having to realize, hang on, there's an antler an inch from my face. Okay. Move. Okay, tail.
Yeah, a few people probably have been prodded in the night by just a random antler.
Or pricked by a random thorn.
Yeah. Thorns, tails, whatever it is.
Browser.
Such a terrible prick.
He was going to say something and just went.
Suppress it.
I can see it on his face.
Feel, don't feel, don't let them know.
Sound good, carry on.
This is what our DM chat is for, okay?
Okay, let it go. Let it go.
Let it go.
One day you
Well,
can't hold it back.
Well, I'm
anymore.
sorry. It's almost as if I designed my character with sexual innuendos in it. I don't know.
Browser just doesn't want
The
to
mis-
admit that he doesn't mind a little prick in the night.
I can assure you, it's anything but little.
Jesus.
You think Titania takes the small
Moving
one?
swiftly on.
This is a tangent.
Moving swiftly on.
Let's see. Now I'm going to check something real quick. Cool. Actually, I have dice. Runara,
Yo.
you wake up and just begin fixing yourself as you do.
Mm.
And just you feel something falling out of, like, say, tangled into your hair, just like it falls out and lands into onto the bed behind you. A pink rose.
Huh. Interesting. Does anyone know where this came from? Just show everyone.
That's weird.
I'm going to wake up all night, so I have no idea.
No.
Did you?
You didn't see
grab
anyone
this
come in
rose?
and leave it.
Don't know.
Huh.
Sometimes stuff just happens.
I'll just finish doing my hair, then I'll just tuck it into my hair somewhere. You know how hair works.
Oh,
Probably
no.
heard that.
Oh dear.
You guys are gonna get cute noises in a bit if she comes up, but my niece isn't well.
Beautiful.
Oh no.
She will be dopey as fuck though, because she's definitely on painkillers.
Oh, poor thing.
But like the cute way of, like, I've gotten a tooth taken out, kind of. I'm in the habit. I just gotta be
It's a
very careful.
tangent.
I'm letting you guys know that something might happen and we might have to go to break or end. So you guys wake up. Lo, you will eventually see it, but I'll say that you see it around breakfast time.
Okay.
A pink flower tucked into her hair. Suits her.
I'm going to presume. I'm just going to ask if anyone else wants to do any other RP stuff before that.
Before it.
No, feel free.
Before that.
Take the
That
stage, you
might-
go.
That might take.
Okay. I'm just offering the time. It's good. Over the breakfast table, considering that Lo has seen it,
Mm-hmm.
he will do the sidling up thing to Renara. You know, like the schoolboy type thing. Psst, psst. Renara.
Yeah, what's up?
That. The rose in your hair.
Oh, do you like it?
Uh,
The thorns have already curled around where she's tied them around some of the hair.
Just found
It
it,
looks-
so
it looks good, but best to take it off.
why do you want it?
Oh, wrong sense of words. Just trust me on this. You're gonna wanna take it off.
I mean, if you think it'll suit you better, you can have it. I'll take it out and all.
Do I see this exchange?
Yeah, this will be at breakfast, but make a dexterity check, which is just for the sake of taking out of your hair tidily, because the thorns have grown around portions of your hair and tied around them.
You're pulling things out your hair. The pain.
It takes about a minute of very careful and as you're lifting it and you're pulling it away every time because you start doing it, the thorn kind of almost wraps around portions of your hair whenever it's close to it. So you take a minute to just very carefully take it out of your hair, and there is one or two strands left on it, just tugged away at points.
Oh. Here you go. And I'll pass it to Lo.
Lo sort of takes it, but then sort of just lets it fall on the ground. It just goes, there we go, there we go. That's good. And it starts stamping on it a little bit. Yeah.
Hey.
No, bad. Very bad. Stop. That's bad. Bad. Oh, it's not just a flower. Not just a flower. No. But can't say here. No. They know. Okay, that's how they know. They know. You don't want to be dealing with them. No.
I walk up and with mage hand put a glass over the remains of the rose.
Beauty and the Beast shoot.
Perhaps you could inform us of the dangers of this particular plant.
Too many ears, too many eyes. That's what they do, you see. That's exactly what they do. Brain stuff.
May I inquire as to who
bad.
you are referring?
Well, the thing is that they might be listening. So it's not a case of I don't want to. It's a case of I don't know if I should. So I mean, yeah, it did suit you, Renar. I mean, yeah, pretty damn good. I mean could we go to a shop or something and get something similar? They did that thing, didn't they? They did that thing, like Titans.
I mean, it was tangled in a little bit, yeah. But
See,
hair, so.
that's why you should be avoiding them. That's what she does.
Renara, now that you've taken it out and you've seen it, where the thorns were just straight pricks, now a lot of them are curved.
Huh.
Curved or twisted around in ways to wrap.
Oh, interesting.
Are all the roses bad or just some of them?
Those ones, pink ones.
You don't have any pink ones.
I'm checking to make sure there's no
You're
pink ones.
good. You don't have. No, you're fine.
So we'll keep an eye out for pink ones. Okay.
Yeah. And Lo's looking around to check if there's anyone listening or anything, or there's
Make
any.
a perception check.
And while he's being all nervous and everything, he's checking the hair, the suit, the cravat.
You're good.
Everything.
You've cleaned yourself up to a presentable standard, as you always should, for your own reasons. But make a perception check.
He's doing it out of anxiety.
I'm aware. You don't need to explain why. It's all good.
I
But
know.
make your perception check. Aside from the drunk tabaxi in the corner that's still there going, ow, every now and again. Nothing else.
Still, not here. She'll know. I mean, they'll know. Yeah, they'll know. But Renara, we definitely need to find a shop or something with something similar. Because damn,
Right, I mean,
really good.
Sure. Thanks. Well, we'll see if we can find some nice flowers on the road. We've got to travel today anyway, so.
Just no pink ones. Okay.
Sure.
No pink ones.
Maybe we can ask. We'll ask
Cool.
Posey to help us out. She
Cool.
likes
Yes,
flowers.
definitely. Yes, cool.
Cool.
I walk to Widdick
Cool.
and just say, "We seem to be being spied upon magically with an alarming amount of frequency. Perhaps we should invest
sorry,
in some
what?
lead."
What?
What? Lead? King?
Spies? What? What?
Spying? What? King?
What?
Pink? What?
Roses?
Okay, anyway.
Roses?
I was wondering how long before the name came back.
Huh?
Oh my god.
Okay. Right in the middle. You're all having your bit of breakfast, and those of you who are aware, you do have your appointment with Foss at sometime in the morning. He was expecting you, and it's currently about 9:30.
Right. We should probably get our cart together and start heading
Yeah,
towards
everyone
the gate.
got everything?
Indeed. Although I would like to talk to Legacy before we go, I am not sure that will be a possibility. I imagine she is quite.
Yeah.
She's
And we
a
are
queen
short on
in
time.
many ways. More than likely, she's doing queen stuff.
Indeed, I concur.
I wouldn't mind restocking on like some rations and things, but I mean if we're going to the market anyway, then we can just get them on the way.
Oh,
Hello?
I think that was fast blue.
I think it's a small child.
We may
No,
have to
it's
take
more
a very
child.
brief break.
We're off on break.
We were on a break.
Is the stream offline?
Hold on. He's still by the door, so I don't know if he is.
I don't know if she's coming in or not.
Give him a second. Not
Well,
sure
I'm
if
going to
it's-
take a quick bio while this is happening.
Fair
Yeah,
enough.
go for it.
Yeah, go.
If you take a minute. While we're waiting
I'll
for
just
that.
quickly pop up the thing, but I won't end the stream. So
Cool.
the cameras are off, and I'll mute the microphones.
Cool.
Present.
Go again.
We're back. Very brief pause.
Welcome back.
Right,
Just
what
had to
we-
make sure. Tyler came in to say hello. She's okay. She definitely doesn't have painkillers and a lipstick. So,
Back to it. You're completely up to date with the group meet.
And other things that might
To
get you
market.
banned.
basically. So, you all have your bit of breakfast, and you have to make your way now to Foss. Definitely not disappointing archaeologist.
Do we have to go fast?
Foss. Oh, that's why this is different. I need to change this.
Do we need
Well,
to pick up supplies?
God damn it, Nemo.
Another one of
How-
King's classic jokes.
Yep.
Well, we said how many days to Luskin?
Yeah,
Like,
that's all.
It depends. If you're going a
just a standard pace, normal.
three and a
steady
half, 3.5 at a standard, 2.5 at a fast.
pace. Okay, so we've got enough supplies to get to Luskin, and then if we need supplies, we can get supplies there.
Correct.
Let's not keep our client waiting. Then
Yes, but if people want to, some people can go and get supplies right now, whilst other people are gone to do
Yes.
check in with him.
Did everyone? Did everyone that was getting gold add their gold?
Yes.
Okay. Don't ask me how much it was. I forgot.
It
100.
was 650 total.
108 each.
Or
Out of
108,
the people who were taking
Well,
it,
we
because some
split
people
it
weren't
6
taking
ways.
it.
However much is in Kika's inventory is how much money we got.
Yes, because I had no money before this.
Yeah, there you go.
108 gold.
I always loved making characters and going, what's their how do I say this right? What's their
How
Oh,
fiscally
section.
responsible are they?
no. How what's their alignment and going, yes. That's their alignment. Their alignment is yes.
sorry, I think I must have missed that part last time. So did we all get 108?
Yes,
Yeah.
you all.
Yeah, 108. Whoops.
It's been divided.
I think that was it 6 ways, so it worked out roughly.
Yeah, because I didn't take any because I had the pearls.
Yeah, you requested none. Okay. All good.
Okay, we should go check in with Fuss. He's probably wondering if we're actually going to take it because we were
Yeah,
a little
yeah.
vague about it.
We will go check in. If anyone needs to go buy anything, meet us at the city gates in like the next 30 minutes. Go. Break.
And that's what he looks like.
Oh, good.
You could definitely trust me. I'm a friend.
He's a good guy.
I have
I
not,
don't
met,
know what you're on
I have
about.
not met this person yet.
No, you have not. It's going to be a delight. I promise you this.
Your description of him just reminds me of one of the, I can't remember what they're called in WoW. The ones that
Yeah. I know the
complication,
ones
you
you're
know.
talking about. The nether ones.
Yeah, I can't remember what they're
God,
called.
I
Basic.
wish that were playable. Right?
Guys.
God, I wish they were playable because they're so much fun. There's just too many playable races right now.
I should probably go with you to Fuss.
Yeah.
Does anyone want to? Oh no, wait. The one place for potions in the city got bombed. Never mind.
No, we're not going to get potions. We're going to get like food.
Rations,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, we've got rations.
Me and the sisters will come and help with.
Okay,
We've got
so
five-
some people go. So I know some people are going off now to do their rations and other things. Yeah, okay, that's what you want to do.
No, I'm saying
Hello?
we've got 5 days worth of rations for the
Mm.
horses and for us.
Mhm.
Already.
Lo will be with Posey.
And Posey is going to Foss. Anyone else going to Foss?
I am. Because I gotta pick up my sword.
Yeah.
I probably will as well, actually. Just because I was there last time, so.
The sword that emits a very dim light.
I'll stick by as well because I'm just gonna stick by the Warforged for a while.
Good idea.
Big muscle man
Ah,
put
you have learned the wisdom.
stand next to the paladin.
I better not like be walking and then just feel something clung to me. Just
Just
Just,
gonna
I
do-
just want to ride you back. I just want to ride you back.
Is this going to be the
Who's
issue
leading
that
the
Steve
planet?
Merchant has? Are you going anywhere? Oh, why no? Why do you ask? Because me and my friends have agreed to meet up at you later.
Who did we leave with Kayak?
Currently, no one would care.
Well,
I thought
in
Kate
that,
was
in that
going
case,
shopping.
Kika will. She's not leaving him alone.
well,
I
that's
was
the
going to
thing.
say.
In that case, I will go
We
find
have
someone.
to leave him here in the tavern because then once Legacy is done, she's gonna be taking him back to Neverwinter.
Yeah, but Kika doesn't want to leave him alone.
I'll send the maids with the other heroes. King will go have a talk with Little Bird.
Little songbird. Cora, what are you doing in here?
Yeah.
He's being a unit.
He's just listening.
He's messing up my camera alignment.
Or get out.
And there we go.
The
Oh.
moment he came in, the cameras went bong. I'm like, oh, Blue's not going to let this.
Yeah.
Just someone opening the door, then everybody glares at them and going, "Okay, I'm in the wrong space."
Send him a message. Say to watch on Twitch.
He's already on
He's
Twitch.
already on
He's
Twitch.
in the chat.
Love you,
I
Cole.
love you, Cole, but I'm sure you did that on purpose.
At least you'll be able to see what he did.
It wasn't that major.
Nah.
Anyway,
I will RP with the bird later. It's everyone else's turn.
Yeah.
There are some kids down the street playing games, and that's the reason you can hear every now and again the sound of toddlers.
Oh.
Sorry, I'm actually not going to go
Fast.
to fast. I'm going to make sure the cart's ready. Get the
Get the
mules
four
ready.
stooges ready and
Yeah.
get your cart ready. Yeah. Yeah. You sort everything out. You paid in advance anyway with them, and you paid enough for the few days that you're here. Everything is sorted. You set them up. You get them ready, and so it's Posey and who else is going to Wittick and Serenus are going to Foss. So we'll do you guys first, and then we'll go on to King trying to find a legacy.
No, I was going to the bird.
Oh, you're going to the Burbs. Okay, Burbs will wait. Do Foss now.
Yes.
So, you guys make your way. There's the multiple stalls there always are, and there's plenty of like dried fish you can get here, or jerkies, or basic foods. You can get those here because there's plenty of merchants around. There are simple wares being sold, like knickknacks and little like things that twist and kind of stuff. Pop-up toys and that kind of lark. And eventually, you just see Foss fold, like quite literally lifting up portions of his shop's stall onto the cart, and you just watch as he just like moves it, and it all literally on hinges folds in on itself and up and in, and he just puts latches across it, and they just hold into place. As his Triceratops is just chilling, it's just lie down, untied onto his thing yet, fast asleep.
I see he
Looking
has the American size card of yes, this is my RV.
You need to remember, this is what he lives in, so
Yeah, exactly.
he
Oh,
has
boy.
it draped over the top, and he's just like, oh, okay. And he just turns around, like, you guys make about 30 feet, and he just turns, everyone! Oh, it's good to see you back now into my humble shop. Are you here not to consider my actual offer for the journey and the escort?
yes.
Yes, we are actually here
Oh,
for that.
thank God. I was going to have to choose vagabonds. I don't have to choose vagabonds.
No, we
Okay,
consulted with everyone else, and they're cool for this.
fantastic. So, my friend, I promise money half up front and an item, I believe, for your big, wonderful self. Am I correct in this?
Yes.
Okay, I feel like my head has been jarred with sand, so I'm a bit wobbly-hoopity. So, we will begin with this, and we'll get you first the sword. And he goes back over to it and begins reaching for it and goes, my friend, screw it, will you just... Because he just looks at it and goes, just fucking lift this.
I gingerly take it.
You lift it up, and anyone here know Guts and his big fucking sword?
Yep.
This is about 5 foot long, and it is about half a foot wide of a sword. It is massive. Wittig, you're holding it, and just like your frame is okay. Like, you can understand like doing stuff at pace with this, but this is going to be like controlled swings are necessary for this big thing.
Claymore was better than Berserk. Change my
Bloody,
mind.
bloody greatsword mains.
Yeah.
I was
I was about to say the great sword.
the image that came into my head is just Cloud's Buster Sword. Is the first thing that came into my
Very-
mind
very
when you
similar.
mentioned it.
Cloud's Buster Sword wishes it was half as good as Guts Dragon
Yeah, right.
Slayer.
Yeah,
Just any Monster Hunter greatsword is applicable in this category.
Kind of.
big thing of
Okay.
iron.
Sweet.
BFS. Big fucking sword. It is +1.
Okay.
And it does shed dim light when it is when you declare it to be used. And for 1 minute of each day, it can do 1d6 additional radiant damage on you. But you can only do that for 1 minute of each day, and at dawn it resets. So bear that in mind. Also, it does have the heavy property, so good luck doing anything with an offhand if you're wielding this. You have to wield it by itself.
Yeah, I figured that.
It weighs about 20 or 30 pounds, I think.
Yeah.
Which, for anyone who knows what real life swords weigh, that's fucking heavy.
Yeah.
That's about 6 times heavier than it should be. But yeah, you just hoist it up and dink over the shoulder, and you just have it there, resting on it. It was marvelous. So that is yours. And I got a bit fleeced, how you say, by some people last night. That and he's standing at the back of the cart, and he just kicks a body, just kicks an arm out of the way. It didn't end well for them, but they got away with some of my money, I'm afraid. So I'm a little skint on the money side, but I will get you your payments when it comes to getting up to Bryn Chandar. I promise you that, 100%.
Inside check.
You want an insight check? Fast. Go ahead.
I do. Is this a mistake?
Bless.
Most certainly. Thank you.
You spend a spell slot to cast Bless.
That's fine.
Man, give me a sec here.
Because I bless myself and Serenus and Posey. And then me and him can just
24.
use ours later.
Bless doesn't do ability checks. Bless is attack rolls and saving throws.
Oh, saving throw. Okay,
22.
Rick
I still roll well.
Give me a sec.
Yeah, I forgot
I
about
forgot
what you
that
want
I
is
am
guidance.
proficient in this.
Guidance.
There is portions about this he's not being honest with. But he seems sincere for the fact he does intend to pay you when you get up there. But his story seems a bit off.
I mean, we were meant to have half up front. You can understand why that would make us a little nervous.
I tell you what. I can't get you the money, but I could get you something. You're all adventurers. Do you have a cleric amongst you?
Yeah.
We
She's
do,
not
yeah.
here right now, but yeah.
He just reaches into
Why do
the
I feel like
cart
somebody's
and
talking about me?
he reaches into the cart. He reaches into the cart and the hand just his hand doesn't extend, but he reaches out and there's nothing, and you can just see something at the back of it be lifted until a diamond comes out into his hand. For the use of a certain spell that is very important, as a keepsake and a promise that I do intend to pay you, and I will not. I tell you at a good favor, I will not put this into the costs. You will get your payment in full when we get there. I am being paid a lot, but I kind of got a bit shafted here. I'm a bit skint. But this, for now, and payment, and the rest of your party all get a nice little toy once we get up there.
Okay.
Cross my heart, that is definitely not sand. And he gives you the diamond. It is a diamond worth 400 gold pieces.
I will hold on to it until I see.
Because not every diamond is exactly worth
Nope.
300 gold.
It's gold.
They all have different values.
As long as it's worth at least.
I'm
300
surprised he
gold.
wasn't trying to pawn off cubics of
Diamonds are forever.
No, he's not.
Except when they're not. Sorry.
This
No,
is a
that
character
gem is-
that, from what you know, from what Posey, what you know of him, he's a character who he doesn't pawn you. He doesn't try to scam you. He'll scam someone trying to rob him, but never somebody who's trying to work with, because that does not breed a healthy environment.
He's okay to
Yeah.
work with. Is what I
He's
got
okay to
out
work
of
with. Don't fuck with him.
it. No.
He's a good friend and a bad enemy.
See? They get it. Okay, so I'm
Ness,
going to get
again,
Stampy ready.
could you write down the stuff with the sword?
I will write it down on break.
Okay, that's fine.
So I will ready up Stampy, and I'll get him toward the gates, and we will make our way from there. Okay? Are you ready to go now, or do you need some time?
I mean, I think did we say we would meet up with the others at the gate, or are we going back to town to grab them?
No, we were meeting up at the gate.
We'll go with you.
The sun in the sky is just going.
Widdick, can you just give me a
Yes.
second? I then take off my jacket. I just need to get this repaired. There's like 3 holes in my jacket.
What happened to that? Oh, that is nasty.
It's
Come here, my friend. Come here, my friend. You just got this like hunched over, like decrepit looking figure, like maybe like 4 foot when he's crouched over, like 5'4" when he's crouched over. Come here, give that over to me. And
Hi,
just,
welcome to
like, put
Queer
a-
Eye for the Straight Guy in Faerun.
Hang on a second. And you just like see he just trails his fingers
Hang on,
across the
hang on. Tan farce?
Just fast, my friend. Just fast.
That was terrible, and you should be ashamed. Please.
Call
Also,
me
so-
Justin,
I
I'll kick your
tried.
ass.
I tried.
Also, this sword is a great sword, yeah?
It is a great sword.
Okay.
It is a very great sword.
It's a pretty awesome sword.
I just
yeah.
wanted to be sure.
Pretty
So
great.
it was-
Ooh, your smokes come to me. Fucking hell. Travels a burning shit.
Well, thanks.
Over the
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
The light in the fires. Condors. Sorry.
Burning their
Condor
children.
crusade.
No, these people call for aid, not just go, burn, bitches! So. And he just watches, he just like, as you're like lifting it up, he just trails his finger across the cut marks, and sand just begins like falling down it from where he's pointed. And just where it disappears then, it's just been seamed up on those sides as he does just go, boop, boop, boop. There you go, my friend.
Huh.
These small little touches, but don't worry about it. You wouldn't have to.
Lo is watching intently and trying to work out. Now, how can I use that in my performance?
You don't want sand. It gets everywhere. Trust me. I made a bad deal for that.
See,
Why?
As Wittek kind of had a few pieces of sand. go
He's
in.
doing this. He's doing the Shawshank thing where you just see him like shaking his leg, and just a bit of sand comes out of the sock. So it's like it goes everywhere. Well, it's more like a wrapping. It says, now look at him. The more you look at him, he is wrapped head to toe. He does have heavy drapes on everything, like heavy like rags and cloth and cloak and everything, but everything under there is just wrapped except for the eyes. I mean, it's literally that picture.
see, you
So-
say it gets everywhere, but it makes a really neat sound when you're dancing on it, you know? Like, just an additional thing.
I had never danced on the sand except when it was too hot to walk. Anyway, we don't want to get to any tangent. I'm going to get Stampy ready. Stampy, wake up, you big baby. And you just hear, "Meow." No, I don't care you want the nappy. Get the nappy time. Come on. And you just watch it just like Bean's petting like the massive crest of the head, and he goes, "Meow." And he just starts waking itself up.
That is the biggest dog I have ever seen.
Well done, Curls. You got the reference.
I'm sorry.
I was like, I've got a Star Wars friend. I've got a Star Wars friend in here. She'll get it. I don't know about the rest of them, but I know one person who's just
I
going.
have that saved on my phone, waiting
Oh,
for the day.
Is that why you were so quick to post it?
I was like,
the Star
one
Wars
day
friend
this
can be
meme will be
covered.
it'll be important. Why did we do it?
Yes, no, he's not the big dog because that insults puppies because puppies follow orders, don't they, you big knucklehead? And it's like, meh. He just gets up, and it is maybe like 10 foot wide. He's a big one. But compared to, out of character, compared to most Triceratops, he's still only a baby. He's only a juvenile because they're bigger.
Yeah.
He's only like a large creature. He's not a huge creature. And the front of it gets tied on to the actual cart and onto him, and a harness around the horns, like it slides down onto the horns and then around the neck and everything. It's much better than a horse, because if a wolf tries to jump on it, it's like, oh look, the place you usually go to is protected by a big old crest. Suck it. And then the horns go to stabby stabs, and then he falls over. Anyway, I'm going to get him moving, and I'll see you all at the gates. Come on, Stampy. And like,
We may as well just go with them if we're meeting them there anyway.
I
Yeah.
do, yeah. Meanwhile, Burbs and a king.
Oh, God.
The Sandman. King comes in and sits next to the bird.
Hello? Oh, it's...
Oh, I thought you were going with everyone else.
So you, my dear. I came to retrieve you.
I'm gonna come at some point. I'm just gonna.
Rosa came to apologize to your brother.
Wait, why? I don't remember.
Well,
I mean, you're weird. You probably did something, but what did you do?
that's just it. I did not do anything. But I am traveling. I was traveling with you. That makes you my responsibility.
Oh, you're one of those people. Look,
Indeed.
Just gonna. It's. Don't. Okay, don't. You want to make it up to me? Mind her. That's it. Just take care of her.
Okay, if
Funny
you're
you
the
should
one
mention
who's in
that.
bed,
I intend to do quite the opposite. You are going somewhere safe, dear brother. The sister, however, is going into further danger.
I know. That's why I'm asking you to protect her.
I will certainly attempt to.
And yes, I'm the one in bed. And I don't want you being the one in bed. Because being in bed sucks. My legs are sore.
imagine your body's sore.
I'm trying to focus on the legs, because at least that I can just shake them a little bit and stick my leggies out real far, and it's kind of okay, but everything else just hurts.
Well, when you get back, I'm sure they'll take care of you.
You know Auntie will.
Yeah.
And you're gonna be okay. You've got friends. You got Wittick. You've got... Runara's a good egg. And Posy's a sweetheart. And Lo is a bit of a hoe, but he's my bit of a ho-lo. I like him. He's okay.
Uh-huh.
Look, you'll be fine.
I'm just worried, that's all.
I know you're worried, but if Auntie said we have to do something, if I have to do something, I have to do it for a reason, and that's to keep me okay.
I know.
And you've been asked to do something from other Auntie. Auntie 2 Electric Boogaloo.
I know that as well. I'm just not used to this.
Well, you're gonna be okay, but it is just a case of just getting used to it. It'll take enough time to adjust it, but you have friends who care about you with you. And you know that if I ever want to, or if I ever need to, I can have someone send you a message every few days, maybe, see how you're doing.
Yeah. I'm just a bit nervous about leaving you alone because you're still not healed. That's all.
Auntie's around somewhere. I mean, Gregor is within the city. I've just got to whistle. That hurt to laugh. Oh boy.
You're not filling me with much confidence.
I'm sorry, I'm not in the picture. I help to inspire confidence. I wish I was. Little sis. Besides, anyway, you were always going to be the one that went off adventuring, not me. Eventually. Soon. He just begins like trying to lean close to you, poking you. Soon.
No. don't think out of the two of us anybody expected me to go off and be a hero, Kayak.
Yes, everyone did. Everyone knew better. Because it immediately beats the trope in the books. The big, energetic one. No, he's not the one. The one who just likes to be quiet to herself, but is the best person. Because you are the better of us.
Oh no.
Well, I do. I'm
You
sorry I
think
can't change your opinion, but
just
I know
because you're older, you think you know better.
it's because I am older and I do know better. I get the top bunk because I'm the older one and I know better.
So therefore, you're the better one. See? It's that simple.
No, I know better. That changes over time. And you're going to know a lot more than me by the time you get back.
Only for a little bit.
You'll only be gone a little bit, I know. I'm just saying, if you're not back in time for your birthday, I'm eating all that cake by myself.
You wouldn't dare.
Watch me. Get all that.
You wouldn't
Oh, yeah.
dare because Auntie wouldn't let you.
Yeah, right. I'll get my own little cake and I'll just eat it. No one stop. But then you like burst in the door and I'll be like halfway through it and I'll just begin immediately trying to finish it all. You'll be like, no.
Okay, I guess maybe I feel a little better.
A little's gonna have to be what it is. Everyone's rooting for it.
You just have to get better quicker, okay? Because we're gonna need you.
Once I'm better, I'll be back. Once I'm better, I will be back.
We're always gonna need you.
Pinky promise. Pinky promise.
Fine, pinky promise.
Pinky promise. And he just... And he's trying to do the whole, like, you know, tugging on you with it, but his arm is nearly, like, dead weight.
Oh no.
Okay. Look. You're gonna have to go now.
I know.
Because if you don't... Please tell me no one can hear anything from downstairs.
Just a
No.
couple of yells.
No, I
but
didn't hear
Thank
it's
anything.
fine.
If you don't hear anything specific, fantastic. And if you want to turn me down because she's not happy right now.
Oh
She's
dear.
upset.
Oh, I can just about hear it now. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. So turn me down because then you won't be able to pick it up. Okay, you need to go. You need to go. Your noble majesty, would you escort my better little sibling here before she dribbles out her nose without assistance?
Kayak! Now you're just making fun of me.
Yeah. So, what you gonna do?
King
about
also
it?
turns to him and says, I am no king yet. Only in name.
Oh, only in name, you say. It's a weird fucking thing. How are you a
It
king?
was given to me by a bunch of people I just saved. She points to the crown on her head. You know this crown? And she dismisses the disguise for a moment so it actually looks iron instead of... This was made out of shackles. I think they got a little overexcitable.
That's metal as fuck.
It's pretty cool.
Let you both in on a little secret. It can't be removed either.
Okay, that's unusual. Do you know why?
Do you mean
Yes,
like
it's-
you like literally seized to your head or what?
I could remove it if I wished it, but it is magically enchanted to me.
Like in a good way? Does it do things?
It does nothing. It identifies who I am. Say that may be useful. It could be a key to a... Of
Huh.
course, a lock would have to be built. Anyway, now that I have distracted you momentarily, shall we be off?
I guess, yeah.
You were like the most ominously calm person ever. It is weird. You just don't break composure. I'm never playing poker with you, ever.
My facial muscles are unable to move. It is annoying.
Maybe someone
But
can help
it is
fix
part
that.
of who I am, and I would not change it.
That's a good way
Very
of thinking,
fair.
though.
Very important to know who you are, and yes.
And I am, as they say, fabulous.
Someone had to say it. I'm just glad it wasn't me, so it didn't sound like a creep.
Let's go. We will bring you back a cuttlefish.
Cuttlefish!
I'll bring you.
I guess-
I'll find something shiny for you.
Before you go, he just like grabs you, just pulls you down, hug. That's the only cuddle you're getting.
Okay.
And I go before I slap you with a fish.
Just remember.
Fish!
Just remember what Dad said. You've got to run before you can fly, and he meant it very literally, Kayak.
Nah, you can skip it. And I mean literally skip it. Hop, hop. Whoop. Yeah,
Send me a message when you get there, okay?
I'll have someone send you a message when I get. As you're like there with him, he just dozes off like. Literally like the little fucking teacup bird kind of thing of just.
Oh. Sadly turns and walks out the room.
As you just like leave here, close the door.
I mage hand it shut.
Thank you. And you guys go.
Thanks for coming, King. You didn't have to.
Nonsense, it is my responsibility.
You're very sweet.
As are you. We all have those we must protect.
So, you guys make your way out. As you are, Kika, there's a fucking Triceratops walking past you, and you've never seen one before. It's a big, bright green, stumbly, scaly creature, just boom, boom, with a harness around the horns and like one at the front, and this harness around the neck too that goes to the back, and it's pulling a very large cart, like larger than yours, with a little old man like at the front of it who couldn't look more decrepit if he tried, like.
Whoa!
And you begin seeing all your friends are about it.
Oh.
Lo just awkwardly waves.
Awkwardly waves back, slightly confused.
Awkward Wave Club.
I feel like Wittig has been carrying this on his shoulder and going, how the hell am I putting this on my back?
Good luck.
Magnets.
Magnets.
Like Captain America's shield, it's got magnets on the inside.
There's the room on the front to sit with the merchant.
If anyone tries to get up, he just gets a stick and pushes up. No room. No room. This is my cart. You get your own cart, but this is my cart.
Is this who we're traveling with?
Yes.
Oh, who is this beautiful? Oh, you are a fancy one.
Fast, this is Kika. Kika, this is Fast.
Hello, little Kika. It is I, Foss.
Hi.
I've put my disguise on since, by the way.
It's like
Yeah,
hiding
thank you.
behind King.
It is like
Which is difficult
like,
because
it's like a
it's
big
out in-
puffy cat trying to hide behind the pole. It is just big poof, little thing you hide behind. But I see you. Hello. When you are ready, you can pop up. This is Stampy. He is my boy.
Hi, Stampy. He's very pretty. I've not seen one of these before. Where's he from?
He comes from the same land that I come from. We come away from far down the south, where people actually race these kind of things together. Do you know?
Oh, wow.
I would be fascinated to hear all about your homeland.
Yeah.
Well, you could hear about it a little bit, but some places about it aren't so hot, but some part of it is the great land of Shot is what it is called.
I would be happy to hear any story you're willing to share about anything.
Well, you can share it from your own cart. Nobody is on my cart. This is my one rule when we travel together. Nobody is on my cart. And
Understandable.
preferably, I would request you guys go to the front of me when we are together with your own little things, and I can have mine here.
We will endeavour to flank you from the front and the back. You are, of
I was
course,
about to
under our
say.
protection.
Yes, I usually just prefer someone to be at the front because if there is a trap on the road, ba-boomed. But not me, ba-boomed.
Precisely.
Uh-huh.
It is less common in Faerun, but in Jolt, everywhere is trapped. Everything is trapped. You see a little flower at the roadside, it pulls out the knife like, I kill you. Too much. It is a messy place. Faerun is much more quiet. Colder, not like the cold, but everything else is fine.
Right.
He's fine. He's great. He's great. Don't you worry.
I'll go over and help Runar make sure everything's.
She's
with
got
the-
everything set up. She's good.
Okay.
She's Disney princess today.
Just. Oh.
Well,
I feel that's how it was. It's just.
Carol Danvers is a
Okay, we'll go on.
princess now? Well, technically she is, but I mean... Yeah.
She's a Disney princess. I don't
Yeah.
care what anyone
Yeah.
says. She has a magical pet companion.
And
Well,
then some.
everybody, let us get to work.
Let's go.
Okay.
And off you guys travel together.
Traveling montage.
Oh yeah, Posey. Should you give
I was
Runar
literally
her
about to
gift?
do it.
Oh,
Runar,
okay.
Runar. I have a present.
Oh, for me? Is it more flowers?
Yeah. It could be. But not in this instance.
Oh.
Take a guess, take a guess.
Um. Oh.
Just guess anything, it's fun.
Um.
Okay, never mind. This is.
Oh.
You're taking too long. Look, it's a
Oh,
diamond.
sorry. What is it?
Diamond. A fist-sized diamond in the hand.
It's good for spells and stuff for clerics.
Yeah, I will need this. This is useful. Thank you.
Yeah, so
What-
you remember
what-
how
you get it?
when we were setting up the deal for today, how we were supposed to
My
get money up
bad, we
front?
got robbed last night. Sorry.
Oh,
We
Yeah.
got this
okay.
kind of a down payment, but it's more use than anything.
Oh,
And we also
yeah.
didn't pay for it, which is wonderful. But we were allowed to
And it's
not
not
pay.
part of the cost.
That's
No,
we're
it is
still gonna
not.
get
You will be
paid.
paid in full when we arrive. I promise you this.
What he said.
Okay.
So do not fret, my friends. I will take you as carefully as I can, and to make sure we all get a happy, nice little payment, because I am getting what the money is. I am actually going to be earning myself a small estate up there with this job after a long contract, which will be nice. A little somewhere quiet to relax. And I know it's going to be very fucking cold, but it is fine. I've got a few tools to help me with the chilliness with it. I have what is called a stat of thermals. It keeps the hot drinks hot and the cold drinks cold. I have personally made it. It's one of my own designs. It takes forever to make the amount of heat metals it takes onto this thing. It is a madness.
Right. Okay.
Fascinating. I
If
imagine
you
the
ever,
Cool.
anyone who remembers the genie's starting scene from Aladdin where he just pulls shit out of
Yes.
sockets.
Yeah.
It's just,
Literally. This thing that can never break, ding, it broke. Big thing going.
I see you're a fan of the exceptionally rare.
I have those, but you're not allowed to look at those yet. Also, just a note, everyone, for the sake of ease, unless I am disposed of, please do not attempt to look in my cart. It is unhealthy.
Oh, we
I
need
have
someone-
magical protections around my cart to keep it safe. but I
Okay,
want to
so-
make my own well-being get up there too.
Right, so if we're escorting you, do you want us all ahead of you, or do you want someone on the back of your cart keeping an eye out on the back? Or...
If you can, well, that is the thing. You've only got your ponies. I would just say keep on your own cart and keep to the front of me, please.
We can always have Kika or someone do a lap every so often to make sure we're not
I
being
mean-
followed.
How about a
Yeah,
bird?
I could do that if you want me to.
I don't have Cat with me. Don't forget, Cat exploded.
Oh yeah, Cat perished.
Cat is unfortunately no
I
longer.
don't actually know what happened to Cat exactly, but I'm sure the
There was
face spirit that
ex-cat.
inhabits that body will inform me when it comes back.
I got snapped. Do you remember
This is
Tupac?
An ex-parrot.
An
The parrot is no
Raven.
more.
I could make
It
a
has
parrot.
ceased
I don't want
to
to make
be.
a parrot. I could make a
We
parrot, but I
will-
don't want to make a parrot. Parrots are
Yeah.
they're smart bastards.
It,
Talk
it's
that.
it's I don't know, it's a crow. It's not a parrot. If I come back and it turns out
I
to be
know.
a hornbill, well,
No, I
kings
suppose-
don't
I
take
suppose I make that
nice from little
reference.
hornbills for a start.
Don't you fucking...
I'm glad somebody got that reference.
Yes, I got that as well.
But you just can't wait, can you? Okay.
And this tangent.
You're
Sorry, I
all
could've
making your way out of Port Last,
Downtown.
heading towards the
Cast
city
mage armor
of-
and floating dead.
Well, you'll be making your way firstly towards your next city on the marker, which is Luskin, which will be the next stop-off point. There will be 4 days of travel because you guys are taking it at a
Just a steady pace. Just whatever
steady
the...
pace.
pace.
So no negatives to panel, no negatives to perception, but you're also going slow as dog shit. So, how about people roll me 4d100? Who wants to roll me 4d100? Or who wants to roll me a d100 each?
I'll
do
roll a
one.
D100.
I'll do one.
Okay,
I'd
Curl,
like to
you're
do
day
one.
one.
Whoa,
Curl, you're
fucking
day
hell!
one.
Get on my level.
You don't see
I
that
will
very
say
often.
during the
Wow.
journey, I will be talking. Oh no, he's gone.
Oh,
Ah!
shit. Shit, squad.
Oh.
Which might mean we're fighting something twice.
Or we fight it once, and it gives up, and it comes back the next
Very
day.
That leaves me
See,
Friends.
the thing is, okay, last I
Yeah.
know of, the only
My
other
bad.
person to have done 100 on 100 die was me, and that was for
Yeah.
some winged boots.
Oh, I'd love some
From what I recall, 100 can either be very good or very bad.
Very
Very
bad.
But the short,
need one
always
more.
remembered.
depending on
We need
which
one more
table,
100 from
yeah,
someone.
depending on which table
Yes,
it is, it can
you
be
do.
very good
Someone
or very
already
bad.
Serenus, you wanted
Yeah,
to do one.
Ollie
Go
or
ahead.
Ollie.
Yeah, go on, okay.
Yeah, go on.
During the journey, I'll be talking to the merchant guy about
That one.
any inane thing he wishes to talk about. He's just fascinated by logistics and infrastructure.
3.
We're all over the place, guys.
You've either gotten something excellent at one point or something horrible at one point.
Oh,
Why not
We've got
both?
the whole spectrum covered.
Hey,
I just gotta roll one thing real quick.
those fucking, that's so wild. Min, max, and 2 the same.
yeah.
So we're fighting 10 or something.
10 or something.
No, that's another table.
We're fighting
Everyone
creature
is
10.
paranoid.
Xanathar's experience. This means I have to turn to another table. This means I have to turn to another table.
Oh no, this was the SKT
That's a
travel.
different one.
It's the travel tables.
Well, it's the same universe.
It's the same universe, just 20 years later.
Yeah.
So we have to
Well,
fight
Tom,
10 Imriths.
All of the
Oh,
creatures
no.
we're
No,
fighting
she's
have got a
definitely
little bit of
dead.
grey hair and a few wrinkles.
You made damn well sure she's dead.
She's very dead.
No, I made sure she's damn well dead.
I know, that's what I said.
Her skull has been integrated into a throne.
hmm
Gold to the
Zero,
skull.
not to brag, but Zero's medicine was very good. He would have been sure she was dead.
I know you motherfuckers made sure her body was deceased.
I'm not telling
took
you,
the
we're
fucking head
bragging to
away.
each
Her
other.
head
We're
is
boasting our
on
success.
King's Court.
SKT,
I'm aware.
go survivors!
No.
Bar
Except the ones
one.
we make our friends.
No mercy run!
Oh my god, yeah.
Bar.
That was the most like
Oh,
big
Zero
of
is the
one.
Zero is the only survivor of the Mooncakes.
She's the only
I
one
have
that
thought
got
about this
away.
before.
The only one to get away from us.
What
Oh,
about
he
those
needs- he needs
people that
another
keep
book.
coming back? Well, if we can't kill them, then we befriend them. That's how that works.
Yeah.
Oh.
Don't hurt yourself.
Permission
I'm
to
good.
permission to RP on the road.
Granted, go ahead.
You may RP. Well,
You can
I find out
wait.
fucking
I'll
kill
allow
you.
it.
I'm just sitting on the front with these horses.
How do you
Yeah,
know?
I was gonna say.
Renara.
Okay, so Renara is at the front, and so is Posey. Good to know.
Sure.
So we're the ones that'll die today.
King
Squad,
King is
squad.
making notes on the logistics of inter-kingdom trade.
Yeah, Kiko and King are both at the back of the wagon, sort of half talking, listening to Faz.
Renara, can I tell you something?
Always.
Do you know that you have this cool thing that Legacy mentioned?
Well, yeah, apparently I know about it now. Yeah, huh? What
yeah,
is
it's
it?
cool, huh?
I don't know I don't know yet. It's also new.
I mean, it's new, but it's still cool. But that's not what I was gonna say. I was
It
gonna
hurt
say.
a lot, so-
Oh, yeah, I suppose that's bad. Does it hurt like a lot? Like,
Like,
should we keep an eye on you
oh,
when
like
it's happening?
no, I mean, I feel fine now, but like,
But when it's happening,
there was definitely a bit of burn.
okay. I mean, you can heal yourself, so you don't really. Yeah, we're fine. Okay.
Yes. Well,
Uh-huh.
while everybody's doing their RP thing, can I take the sample of the moss that I got and make a poison?
You can attempt to on the road, which is not easy. So
That's fine.
you can make an alchemical check with disadvantage.
Which thinks he's Nomrin for a moment.
No, he was trained by Norman,
I
so he
know.
can make the same checks.
He burns a hole in the bottom of the cart.
Let's see. Input value. Intelligence.
Yes.
No,
Or
right, if it
dexterity,
makes you
if it
feel
was
better
Six.
about your magical
Nice.
mishap,
6.
you could always poke one of my internal organs for fun.
Ugh.
Ooh,
Let's not do
no,
that.
I think I'm okay.
But no, this is not what I was going to say. I was
Oh.
going to say, did you know that the moon also thinks you're special?
Huh?
I was talking to the moon.
What?
She
and I
likes
was
to the
talking-
moon.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is this news?
Huh?
I already knew
Moon.
this.
Yeah, I was talking to the moon.
I feel like
and I
that
was
would be what was distracting me. Wait, I'm sorry. You talked to the fuck.
You were still pouring as you said it, and you turned around and then looked back. Oh, fuck.
Blue
Yeah,
moon.
I was talking to the moon, and I was like, wow.
Standing alone.
You can soundtrack this
Not on the
conversation.
playlist.
Yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
She was
But yeah, I
right.
was talking to the moon, and
I mean, strange things have happened. Okay.
I mean, I talk to the moon all the time. Do you guys not know this?
I mean, you always sneak off at night, so
Yeah, I'm talking to the moon.
well, you never told us that's where you're going.
She told
I
me.
thought I told you that.
I
I
was
told
not
her.
aware, but I was of the assumption that you were of the arcane class that did derive from some patrons. The moon
I mean,
seems as good as any
kind
other to
of.
me.
Yeah, but yeah, the moon's my friend.
Right.
And
cool,
I was
cool.
like, oh, Renara did this cool thing. I was kind of, wow, did that
Wow.
actually follow us?
No, that's the Triceratops. That's the Triceratops.
You little
Are we sure
dragon.
Tabaxi going a different way? It's just a merchant going the other way, so I has Wes if you
I
have a
have
coin.
wares.
Yeah. I went for the same joke.
When the friends reach for the same joke. But yeah,
You
I was
will
talking
all
to the
get
moon. I was talking to the moon. I was like, wow, Renara can do this really cool thing. And the room was like, oh, I know her. She's special.
The moon knows me.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen the moon, so
Have you ever spoken to it?
no.
It seems to like you.
Maybe I'll try.
I know you're like friends with the sun, and I don't know if that's like conflicting interests. I don't know how they get on. I've never thought to ask how the moon feels about the sun. I should probably ask that.
I've never spoken to the sun, but like.
You haven't spoken.
well,
But
no,
you're
no,
friends,
no,
right?
I mean, I like the sun.
Who dropped?
Frog.
Frog.
I lost a frog.
Yeah, she said she had connection issues earlier. She might drop every now and again if she does.
Oh dear.
Yeah, I mean, I like the sun. I mean, I hear voices sometimes coming from like
Yeah, that might be the
fire
sun.
and stuff, and I don't know where
That
it's from.
sounds like the sun.
I don't know.
You should try. Just like strike up a conversation, say hi.
Hey,
Ask why
son.
they might.
Hey.
I'm not gonna look directly at it because I've heard that's a bad idea.
It would be ill-advised.
My eyes.
You're a cat, kill yourself.
Hello, son. It's me, your boy.
Your girl, I think.
I know, I was just memeing. No, it feels weird.
Yeah, that's why I always do it when you guys are like sleeping. I kind
mean,
of go off.
I talk to Verona all the time.
Oh yeah, I guess that's kind of similar.
Yeah, sure.
Das, would I know the name of the elven deity of the...
Make a religion check if you would like.
God, that's a fucking sword coast, I think, one. That's a sword coast.
Yes, all the elven deities are in the
Yeah,
Sword
that's
Coast.
the
I was
Sword
literally
Coast
looking at
guide
this
that you
earlier
need.
this week.
I think they're at the back of this as well.
I think the player's handbook only has Corellon listed, whereas the sword coast has more.
Actually,
elements.
Xanathars has everyone listed. Excuse me.
Yeah,
Is it
Xanathars is
Xanathars or is
everyone.
it Mordenkainen? Mordenkainen. Excuse me.
Yeah,
One sec.
I rolled a 9, so I wouldn't worry too much. I'm probably busy.
No.
I'm probably busy.
You kind
calculating
of don't
behavior.
really have a much. You're more like going, wait, you talk to the moon. Too much to process that, but I will get Xanathars later, or Mordenkainen's later in the future.
I don't think she's too bothered by it.
Fair enough.
She's a month-old skeleton. She's not too concerned about somebody talking to the moon.
Yeah, she's lost so sound trying to get back in, so just be patient.
Okay.
Mhm.
Keep this conversation. Oh, there we go.
Hello.
But yeah, maybe
No.
I don't know. At least the moon's got an eye out for you.
Yeah, I mean that's you can never have too many friends, I guess.
Exactly, especially the moon, because as long as it's night and it's not a new moon, then you know
What's
you've
wrong
got
with
someone
new
watching
moon?
over you. I mean, nothing in particular. You just can't see it.
Oh, okay. I mean, yeah, sure. I mean, I don't really see the moon that much. Like, well, I'm normally inside at night time, so
Ew.
I mean, I literally lived in the mountains for most of my life, so
Like in the mountains, like amongst them, or in a mountain.
no, like in
Like the Dwarven fortresses,
like
like inside.
literally in
Under,
Oh,
underground.
but you're inside all the time.
Not
Most
Yeah, have you
dwarves
never-
favour a underground lifestyle.
I don't see
Have
the
you never been
appeal,
to
but I've been
Belvar?
to visit one a few times.
Oh, where have you been?
Oh, you know, here and there. Been to Gontalgrim once or twice, and we also went to Citadel Felvar once.
That's where I'm from.
Oh, I must
Their
have missed you.
kingdom-
You
Have
two might have
fast-
walked past each other.
Yeah. Oh, I think I do remember.
Yeah, I mean, I
someone that
generally-
lives
I
in
didn't think you'd remember
I
each
didn't
other.
really go out very much because I was kind of scared.
Their kingdoms have fascinating architecture. Very high ceilings, surprisingly.
I think
We have found King's hyperfixation.
it's strange that the
Did you know?
ceilings are so high when dwarves are so short.
I believe that's mainly for their constructs and things.
Yeah, they're normally quite tall.
And also a
right?
display of their construction might, I believe.
That too.
Yeah.
I still can't get over the always inside thing.
Oh, I'm not a fan.
I went outside. No, I mean I went outside sometimes, but not.
Oh,
not
okay, good,
often.
good. I was gonna say, no, wait, why not? Outside is so much better than inside.
Well, obviously there's stuff with, like sometimes you have to go visit places and we're outside
People
the house.
forget, dwarves still need lumber.
Yeah, I mean I never cut down
I
trees.
mean, I guess maybe it was kind of like how we probably missed each other, because if you follow the moon and they follow the sun, then, like, you know, they'll come out during the day and you'll come out at night, and I guess they
Yeah.
just kind of miss each other.
Like the sun and the moon never meet, so then maybe that's why.
Oh, they must be so
Sort
sad.
of an eclipse.
That's why I'm like, I should ask,
Oh.
right? I should ask if it misses it.
That's so sad.
Yeah.
I am going to ask this. I take out a little white book and I just write down, ask moon how feel about sun.
Ask if it gets lonely.
We'll also ask
Do
that.
the
Well,
sta-
it has me.
Do the
Got you, cunt.
do the stars keep
Uh,
it company?
I don't know if the stars can talk. I've never tried. I will try that too. I wrote that down.
I feel like Mythic understands what's going on, like in terms of talking to a deity, but at the same time, his deity is a storm giant god, so he's more just. So how you doing today, kiddo? Oh, good. Yeah. Did you kill anybody today? No. Oh, that's good. At least you hadn't had to do that yet today.
I'm not
Like,
saying
yeah.
The space nerds are talking.
Meanwhile, the massive bookworm
Yeah,
of the
right.
party cannot resist. Does she know when the next eclipse? You'd have to give me an exact date.
Just would she know?
Well, there is. Make a history check because this is a historical event.
Also, while it's rolling it, how many suns and moons does this planet have?
That
Faerun
we're
technically
aware
is
of.
one of each because in the
One
ancient
of
lore
each.
it mirrors Earth.
Yeah, one of each.
Okay.
Make a history check, King. You are aware that there is one every year. There is an annual eclipse. And it happens in the second month of each year. So you're about 4 months away.
Taxis on this road.
Somebody
Fascinating.
clamped that Triceratops' nuts and it's just gone.
Just he's just on a rock. Ah, my foot.
Yes, the sun and the moon do meet on a yearly basis on the second month, actually.
Oh, so they do meet. That's okay then.
I hope it's
Well, they are in
like each other.
proximity. They should be in view of each other.
I wonder if I talk to the moon on an eclipse, whether I will also be able to talk to the sun, because they're like at the same time.
Maybe we can all have a chat.
Maybe they combine together in voice.
Whoa, that would be really trippy. I don't know what the sun sounds like. The moon is just kind of like, it's like a normal voice.
The moon and the
Question.
sun are.
Oh my god.
Question. Am I the only one who's kind of picturing like this romantic starlit night when they sit around and just have a big
Please say
big
you're saying this in
chat?
character because that's endearing as hell.
Yes, I'm
That's
saying
the
nothing
in character voice, yeah.
Yeah.
I can't tell just.
I mean, I don't know. Again, I have to ask all of these things. You guys have so many ideas of what I should ask.
We need the gossip. We
Exactly.
need the gossip, Posey.
The sun and the moon have been known to have varying arcana.
I'm sure the moon's got a lot of gossip as well. It probably sees a lot.
Well, yeah. I mean,
Sadie.
yeah, the moon does know a lot. Hence why it knew you.
Yeah.
What is she doing?
Her best.
I think she's
Optional.
trying to be her worst right now.
She's a little bit stuck.
Ma'am, do you need assistance? Oh no, she's good. She's so angry.
Now you know not to climb in the box. Come sit on the chair. The chair's comfy.
Has she made a tactical error?
She did, yes. Go on.
Yeah, she went on to
Baby.
difficult terrain.
Get fucked.
Don't say that to my cat.
Me.
She's unhappy
Angry.
with you.
That's a cute cat.
Grumpy face. The grumpy face has like watered down a little bit.
Blue, I'm pretty sure she's unhappy with you right now.
Yeah.
Put me down.
As time's gone on, she's actually. You can tell she's enjoying Blue
She's
more.
like reluctantly enjoying
Yeah.
She's like relaxed into it, you could tell.
Yeah.
it. Anyway,
At first she was like, no, don't go anywhere near me. But now it's like, yeah,
That's the grumpiest
I
face.
suppose
I'll
you
deal with
can.
it.
I will accept this.
That is
I will-
Talus.
I
That is
will
Talus
kill
spirit
you in
animal right
nature.
there. That's what that is.
Go on,
Talus
go
spirit
on
animal.
the other chair. There we go.
But yeah,
Yes, maybe
I thought I
tomorrow.
would tell you.
So who's keeping watch?
I mean,
Oh,
Good question.
me and Posey is sitting on the front.
I
So
guess
assume,
I will assist Runara.
Serenus
I
is
assume
probably
during this
keeping watch.
conversation, the two of us are.
Yeah, I imagine.
Yeah, I was
only
after
one
Yeah, I'll
Serenus.
keep watch.
Okay, so that will be either just one roll from Munara and one roll from Serenus then. So yeah,
We'll do one each.
one each. Go ahead.
I will guide myself. Can I guide? Is this?
No, it's gonna be
it's
throughout
not
the
like
day.
an
You're not gonna
immediate.
guide
Yeah,
yourself.
yeah. That's what I was going to check.
Imagine
I will
King,
assist.
for example, is mostly on night.
You
mode.
won't be able to assist because you have 2 people making
Got
checks.
the
No
Yeah.
worries.
voices going.
It's cool.
Sarah Naz, make a perception check.
Make
Comes the
better
sun,
oh fuck.
doo-doo-doo-doo.
That is wonderful. Thank you so much. I'm playing with a metal thing, and I have the smell of metal in my fingers, and it smells really good.
What kind of metal is it? Because metals have different smells.
It's an iron.
Nice.
I've learned something. Anyway.
Smell of copper is very distinct. You'll know it when it burns.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah, I know what it
Yes,
burns.
it's the smell of blood.
hmm
It's very interesting saying the person who is writing us a murder mystery.
Smell of blood, yes.
Fascinating.
It's
But
honestly,
anyway.
you know,
Definitely not Posey saying that. Yes, the smell of blood's quite
Just don't want to taste copper.
Anyway.
So, you're making your way throughout your day. What more can I say by the end of the day? As you're traveling, eventually, like, the road kind of, like, crests closer to the coast as you're going. And you're maybe, like, at any time, 30 to 40 foot away from the actual sea. And the water just against the shores as you're going. Very relaxing. You're keeping your eyes out. You're keeping your watch. You're making sure nothing's gonna cause issue, and for the most part, it's not. Seem okay. Closer towards the end of the first day, you move yourself closer, like say up back onto the land as it was, as the road kind of has this bend to it, and eventually you find yourselves approaching a bridge. It's
Okay.
just a small bridge with a little water river underneath it. I was like, what other kind of rivers would you have? A small river underneath it. And as it is there, you see that there is a single figure with a staff in hand on the other side of the river to you, a burly man in leathers.
Little John? Is that you? Sorry.
Thank you. I'm glad you could get the reference immediately.
What are they facing us, or are they?
They are facing you, yes. And when you like start making your way up, like you're like halfway up the like bridge on the cart, he just like puts his hand out to you guys.
Yeah, we'll stop. Hello.
There's a toll to pass this bridge.
Oh,
Oh,
Use authority.
how much?
On the authority of the people who live nearby and take care of it.
Fair enough.
How much? Is it? Yeah, how much?
1 gold per person.
Oh, I don't know about that. I want an insight check this guy.
Make an insight check.
Can I grind it myself on an insight check?
Sure.
Sure.
Lying through his fucking teeth.
nice.
Yeah, he rolled a 4. Lying through his fucking teeth.
I think
Which
we just-
are broken and yellowed.
How far away are we from him right now?
That's an excellent question, Kay.
If only where there was a map where we could measure that.
Shut the fuck
If
up.
only.
Renara, you at the front of the cart, you're about 70 foot away from him as you're
That's
like
fine.
a quarter of the way up.
I'll just turn and like cover my mouth and face the car. He's definitely lying. There's probably going to be someone in the trees or hiding, and they're probably going to try and kill us.
Yeah.
From your position, Renara, on the cart, with your check, because I'm going to roll anyway, but it's probably not going to work.
I'm assuming there's like a tree line nearby.
No, there isn't.
Okay.
God, no, there isn't. It's essentially like there and just like a few small shrubs, and you can just see a very large, burly form. Like, there's maybe like 5 foot of body that you can see, like hunched over, but it's covered by like 2 foot of bush.
Hmm.
No, I
And you can
don't.
see like 2 or 3, like from your position, you can see like maybe like 3 or 4 people around the other side of it as well.
I tell my
No.
maids to get in low as the cart as they can and say,
Also,
I assume you have documentation to support this.
Sorry, Renard, were you gonna say
No,
something?
no, go on. He said it. So go on. Carry on.
He looks towards you guys as you start getting a bit more towards it. It's for the necessary building and repairing of the bridge, which the king won't do, so we do it ourselves, and we get a tithe from people who pass through.
Okay, well, I don't want to call you a liar, sir, but I think we're just gonna be on our way and carry on going if all's the same with you.
And you see that mound of mass just like move as you just see a large burly form, not really just an ogre, but like this kind of like simple face to them with like this very like hair like friar tusk back kind of thing, and maybe like 9 foot tall, broad shouldered, a half ogre. And you just see as well, you can begin hearing snarling as 2 large, very large wolves come up to either side of it. No, you're gonna pay.
No, we're really not.
Yes, you really are.
Oh no.
If your claim has legitimacy, you will certainly have documentation. If the king has not, as you say, been supporting your town and its construction, I can certainly bring that up with the authorities.
Like he cares about us at all.
I'm gonna jump off the car and walk 10 foot forward.
Okay. Yeah, that puts you within 60 feet, but when you make that, like, you're like right next to one of your donkeys
I've got
right
no
now.
weapons, like, so
Yeah, you don't have your weapons out. Like, I'm aware you don't have any weapons. You also don't need any weapons, fucker. You're right next to Sven.
I have a
right
hand
now.
axe, but I don't just...
Yeah.
I don't know.
You're right next to Sven as you do this because you have to get off the cart and move up.
Yeah, yeah. No, really, you should let us pass. And I'll cast command. I don't know what fucking command word to do.
I will have a hand on the crossbow just in case this all goes to shit.
I imagine you were always like that.
I think I'm gonna sneak my hand behind my back, cast magic stone, but hold the stone, so don't throw it yet.
Yeah, no, I get you. You can just prepare it. Yeah, you don't have to launch it on the same.
I really just thought of an actual. Cause I've got to do one word.
You have to do one word.
Shit. That's not the word. That's not the word.
I won't help you, even though I could, I won't.
You should retreat and let us pass. Retreat being the command word.
Okay, you're gonna say retreat as your command word.
How many humanoids can I see? Is it just him and the half ogre, or is there more humanoids?
10, including him, excluding the half ogre.
No, I'll just do it on him then. I was gonna say I'll do it on a higher level, but not if there's that many. So it's whatever. Is it a wisdom save? Fuck knows. Wisdom saving throw 15.
Where the fuck is my half ogre set here? Let's see. What was it, DC?
15 wisdom.
Oh, you bastard.
Also, I've been trying to talk, but I can't because I have my mic muted.
Oh, I saw your finger, but you were on the phone. I was like,
Yeah, I was really on the phone.
Sorry, we're confused.
So, we'll do all it, don't we?
Okay, so, sorry, did you want to say something then, Weddick?
No, not anymore.
Okay. You have that moment where he has that, like, headspace kind of, like, shaking up as he's looking towards you. Sure. Sure, go ahead. As he just, like, kind of, like, waves behind him and people begin, like, trying to move out of the way.
Come on, guys. And I'll walk ahead of the cart as the cart
Cautiously proceeds.
Okay.
I sort of lead Sven by the reins and just walk through.
Okay. And after the round ends,
Yeah.
you've moved up 60 foot because that will be the movement of everything. You watch as he just shakes his head. And by this point, 60 foot brings you really close to him
Yeah.
as he steps out of the way. Wait a second! And I need you all to roll.
Wait a minute! I jump out of the cart.
Says, wait a second. I drop my disguise, just skeleton looking at
I need you all to roll initiative.
I really hope I roll good on this.
Oh my god, is it finally
is that-
time for us to make use of a fucking Triceratops? We've had access.
No.
To, we've had access to the token for 3 years.
Yeah.
It's been.
Hey!
Wait, why is there 2 of me?
Is there?
Yeah.
Where's the other one?
You're just that
They're
skilled.
both next to the car.
We're just
And
next to
that-
each
ooh.
other. There we go.
Hey.
Let's see. Tribal warriors.
I think. Oh no, it's actually a 40. It's not a 4. Let's just do that.
Half ogre. I still love like the description of a half ogre. Worst dancers ever. And then dire wolves.
It's that time again where I have to remember how my entire character works.
It's that time again for me to get fucked by my initiative.
Ah, sure, we love you, really.
Ah, yes, welcome to the tanking life.
Fucking 1!
And we'll make a different initiative check because the wolves are that level of intensity where each one will have a unique initiative. Let's see now. There's that area on an. Ooh, I got a natty 20 on one of them. Let's sort by descending. And let's change over. Let's get rid of that.
Just discovered that all my abilities have unproficiency'd themselves.
Oh, good.
Oh, that's nice.
And we'll go into
Just gonna-
combat.
Fix that.
Ooh, I forgot. The Triceratops will go on Foss's turn, but I will have to roll for Foss as well.
Hun, do you want me to re-roll my initiative because I accidentally whispered it to you?
No, it's fine. Is it on your token?
It's on
If
my.
it's on your token, it's all
Yeah.
good because I can tell it's there, and they can all tell because it automatically went up as that number.
Can I request a drink? Can I
Awesome.
request a
Okay.
drink stop up before we start initiative?
Go.
Go back.
Ready?
Yep, we're back.
Welcome back. So,
Fight time!
first thing up is one of the dire wolves. So he immediately whistles, and it rushes past these. It's right up here next to you, and he is pointing towards you, Renara, so it's gonna go for a bite on you. Chomp. It has pack tactics. That is a hit.
What
You
sort of
take-
weapons the guy got? Just out of curiosity.
He's got a great sword. Most
Okay.
of them have spears. The half ogre has a big old shaggin' battle axe.
Ooh.
Renara, you take 10 points of piercing damage.
Cool.
Make a strength saving throw for me, please.
Yeah, I'm prone.
You are knocked prone and pulled 5 foot back.
Oof.
And that is his
Changes my
turn.
plans already.
It has clamped down, like just ran straight up, lunged at your hand before you could reach for anything on your free hand, grabbed you, and just straight up, all its momentum in just a yank down to the ground, and has pulled you back a little bit. You're shouting out as it's still clamped onto you, and you were counted as being grappled by it. Runara. Or not Runara, Posey.
It's definitely not my turn.
Definitely your turn.
Hang on, that just changed my plans. by
Okay,
exactly five.
Warlock.
By exactly 5 feet. It changed my plans. 1 second. I need to check if this is a bonus action. I always forget this.
I did a really good plan.
Oh yeah, it is. Okay, cool. Okay. Yeah, fuck it. I am going to transfer the enchantment onto my crossbow, which I'm assuming I tuned to on the way here.
Yeah.
Oopsie.
Oh yeah, you're in a 5 time.
Oh shit! I haven't made a version of this that's got the enchantment on it. Fuck.
You're fine.
Extra. I am going to make an attack at. Is this the leader here next to Renar?
Yes, that berserker. Yes.
Sure. Yeah.
Hey, do you guys remember the barbarian clans from SKT?
Uh-huh.
Say hi. Say hi.
Oh, fuck.
Raiders from the north.
Wait. Actually, can I retract that?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
You have not
I'm
rolled.
I am just gonna use the enchantment on the sword.
Okay, you're not
I
going to transfer it over.
I'm not
okay.
gonna transfer it.
Okay.
This is a bad idea. I am gonna get down off the cart.
Do
Yeah.
it.
I'm gonna come over. Fuck it.
You run over towards the captain or like the leader, and he just pulls out this massive great sword. Not Buckley,
pull out-
not Wittig level, but
Scimitar that's all cold.
it's beautiful, like long scimitar that's got this like fine design in its center, like carved up and traced up it. As you pull it out, and it just like has that spark of coal around the top of it.
Good start. Strong start.
Wait, immediately parried out of the way.
17?
17
Fucking
hits.
name of the weapon.
Yeah, that's just how I remember.
Scimitar that is cold.
Okay, he is resistant to cold damage.
Fuck.
He's a northerner. They're
That's
used
my
to
whole
it.
thing.
Get fucked.
Yeah, girls, that's kind of the bad thing. We're going to the north, where people live and are like.
Look, I can't help how I'm
It's not that
spec'd.
bad out. What are you talking about?
I can't help how I'm spec'd, okay?
She has a certain set of skills. Deal with it.
Very
Yeah,
specific.
exactly.
Posey, that's all you're doing. No bonus actions, no nothing, no how.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be like, be careful, watch the back.
And as this is going on, you strike twice. Once he parries it away, and you just pull the shorter blade in, and you just jab underneath the side of it, and it goes, lifts up the greatsword again. King.
I go up to the front of the cart.
You go up to the front of the car.
They say to Fast, do dash ahead. This is our responsibility. It is what you pay. And to Big McGee, who's standing next to the Triceratops,
Hello.
cast Raven Feeble.
I don't like that.
I have to roll an attack. Why is this?
You have to roll the hit. Yeah. So swap that over to be an attack and roll to keep. It's an important thing anyway to have the spell card up on too, so. 17 hits the half ogre. On hit, target deals half damage on weapons that use strength. At the end of each turn, can make a con save. You cunt. Okay, so you just
Gotta
watch as the
protect the
ray
asset.
hits him straight into the chest, and immediately, like, through veins, just like spreads out all over his shoulder, and his arms just sag. Like, ugh, I don't like that. Is that all you do?
Yep.
Okay, concentration on that. Foss. Well, if you insist. Shink! And he's going to use his Stampy's trait of Stompin'. And he is just going to book it all of the Triceratops's full movement of 50 speed. So he's going to go 100. So he gets up to here. And he gets another 30, 40 foot up off the map. But Foss and the Triceratops are out of combat. I said.
I yell out, "We will catch up."
He's out of combat.
Yep, I'm
The
just
half
saying.
ogre would have made an attack against them. Yeah, he's going to use two-handed battle axe. Oh! And he would have been swinging at the warlock, who could not have reacted on his. No, he could have. So he would have
Half
actually
damage.
half damage. So that would have been a 7. 7 damage to Foss, which would have hurt like a bitch. But he will have hellish rebuked him. So yeah, I messed that up. So I'm just going to really quick fix that. Give me a second, ladies and gentlemen. There it is. And he
Well,
will
I
have
enfeebled him.
You raided and enfeebled him, yes, but Foss is going to hellish rebuke him as he passes at 3rd level. For 30 points of damage. Woo! And then half ogre. Oh shit, actually beats his DC. So it only takes 15 points. As he just like, whips.
You never rolled the damage for that, King.
Raven Feeblement doesn't have damage.
No, it doesn't.
It does not.
No. It is just an effect that requires a ranged attack roll.
Oh, okay.
Yep, and he
so you
can't.
guys watch
He just has it.
Watch the axe like lifts up and swings and strikes fast, and as it does, she just he's just like conscious don't know this and that, and you just watch like reaches in and just there's a big whip, like this big beautiful long whip that's just coiled up, just apparates into his hand and strikes against the ogre into the face and strikes on the cheek, and you just see the burned skin around the chin and face as he shouts out as Foss books it, shunk, and Foss is gone. Now we're on to the warlord's turn. Well, not the
Must have
warlord.
been very odd for the ogre. Hit him right in the sweet spot, and it just didn't seem to.
Got a perfect strike right on the chest that would have probably killed some merchants. And he just went, "You rude," whack, and bolts. Berserker turn. Berserker he's going to he doesn't need a reckless save, thankfully, but he's going to make 2 great axe swings.
I'll use my reaction to use my warding flare to give him disadvantage on one. So
Okay, so it'll be a straight roll. So the first attack, because you didn't declare which.
It would have been the first one, yeah.
Yeah,
But-
so that's fine. Second attack, what's your AC?
18.
Then you get hit. You take a total of 13 slashing damage as it comes down at the second strike. This big, it's not a great sword, it's a great axe. Excuse me.
13, yes.
Yes, you take 13 points of slashing
Thank you
damage.
for making my maths easy by putting me down to a multiple of 10.
Hint to everyone here.
I have a calculator.
Everyone here. It's now the tribal warriors' turns. We're going to rush in. Let's see. Yeah, you can get there. That one is going to try to stab at you, King. This one is going to try to. Yeah, this one is going to pile in here. These ones are gonna go.
Wittick, get into the melee pile.
Whirlwind.
What do you think I want to do?
Let's see now. Yes, okay, and then these one, and he goes to here.
Oh, I really wish I had some AoE spells.
This one, this clump here.
Where's Kirok?
Yeah, no, I'm not
first we'll
spec for
go-
railway.
The tribal warrior
We have to
first that is
spice it
going
up.
to two-handed spear strike at King.
Shield.
Okay, you use shield, and that is a miss. Then there's going to be 2 strikes against Runara because she's prone. Shank her.
Yeah,
Magic
shoot
user.
that.
I keep being about to declare Sentinel. It's not this character.
It's a hit, and that's a hit. So you take a total of 12 damage piercing
Cool,
from them.
cool. There's a lot
And
of
the
blood on
other
me right now.
ones, 1, 2, 3. It'd be a little more sensible. I'm gonna be like there instead, because fuck you guys. If you're gonna keep making those circles that I can see.
Alright.
Yeah, but they can't see them.
Yeah, but they're gonna be more sensible. So, let's see. 2 tribal warriors are going to fling at you because they're going to just launch the spears out. To you, King. 2 strikes. That's going to be a no, and that's also a no. Wow, they roll low on you. And the 4 that are closer are going to be aiming at probably the giant robot that they see.
I mean, it's pretty hard to hit me at the moment. I've got 21 AC.
Yeah, they're going to hit the giant robot behind you because that's the next thing they see that looks dangerous. Let's shoot that. So fourth spears thrown. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, unfortunately, it wasn't with a Ben. Wait, you just get up like, what's going on? Ding, 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 ding. 4 spears literally bounce off of you.
I was gonna say because unless they hit at 17.
No, none of them do. It's very
Okay,
upsetting. The one had a crit, but it was not an advantage.
It's like basically grab sword. Tick, 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 tick.
There's like a
sorry.
moment where they all look at you and like they have like the other blade, like their other spears ready, like they had one for throwing, and then oh.
Meanwhile, I've got like the WoW bubble going, and then just
Yeah.
people.
Yeah, it's just bing, 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 and then just he gets up and just ding, 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 ding. You ever hear rain on a hot tin roof? Just
Yes.
kind of thing. Serenus, your turn, buddy.
Right. I'm gonna
Have
take
a
a. I'm gonna put the rock away and instead cast Core Lightning.
Oh shit nuggets!
Ooh, that's a good one.
So yeah, I'm gonna move
Oh,
it. I'm gonna take
no.
a step forward
Oh no!
and start start moving my hands. So I cast it into the air as you start seeing the cloud form above us.
Yeah.
Strike it there.
Okay, so you hit
And
that
that
one.
one.
Click. Call lightning just so I can see what it does, buddy. Fuck me. Is that on one target?
5 foot radius.
5 foot radius.
So
Oh,
it and everything's
no.
standing next to it.
Oh no. 18 damage? Oh, fuck.
Ah, there's the AoE.
That's what we needed.
Okay, 1 succeeds. So that's good. So 1 isn't dead. Clearly.
That's better.
It's just, I'm just gonna as I go. I know, I get it.
Just want to be clear.
No. Buddies. At least the other
You
2
don't-
down.
How did?
Panic
torment me.
gesturing.
Wait, we need to buy our powers combined for this very small circle.
That's
Powers
nice.
combined.
Oh wow.
This
That's
is
not
what
nice.
happens when we meme on that.
However,
Over.
it does say here when you cast, choose a point. Creature takes
Probably
3d, or half as much damage on a successful one.
Yes, I'm aware. So
What are
instead, okay, so
those?
he took 15 damage from Foss, and then he took 9 damage from you, and
Wait, I think this one didn't get hit. If you
oh
targeted
no,
that one.
No, that
actually, no,
one's
one
not
of
in
them.
range now.
Yay, you live!
You are correct.
You're just horrified. The half ogre is just singed all over, like all the way through the body. Have you ever seen lightning scars? just all through the chest, like through this little thing, just like falling back. Like, oh, no.
Everything's heavy and burny and electrocuting. You know why?
Anymore.
However, DM, I just want to, because it says on here, it says on each of your turns until the spell ends, you can use your action to call down lightning in this way
Basically,
again.
you can do that for the next spell duration, literally until the spell ends, which I think is like a minute.
And you won't have to keep expending the spell slot.
Yeah, it is
And
the
it can
same
be in a
spell
different
slot
spot.
to do that wherever you like within its range. Like within 120 feet, you can choose just a 5-foot zone and go bang, bang,
and that lasts.
bang.
So yeah, that lasts for 1 minute, which is
10 rounds.
10 rounds.
10 turns. Okay, and then does that cost an action to do that though?
Action every turn.
Call it lightning. Yeah, it's an action.
Yes, but you don't have to cast the spell again, so you could bonus action and then just bash that out because you are concentrating on that spell. You don't have to cast it again. You're just choosing to use your action to use.
So I could bonus action choose where it
Bonus
hits.
action. No, action is to choose where it hits and what it does, but you can bonus action do another spell
Got it.
because you're not spending a spell slot on that turn, which is how I determine the rules of casting a spell.
So for instance, I could use like a cantrip as a bonus action.
Yeah.
no.
If it has
You
the
could
casting
use,
time of a bonus action.
Cantrips don't have a bonus action, but you could do a healing word, for example, a spell that has
got
a
it.
bonus action.
Okay,
feature.
okay, got it.
Yeah, that is
Spell
your
that heals
thing.
hit points.
Yes.
Heals.
Hint, hint, hint.
Loyalty, baby, it's your turn. You see a very, very sad half ogre, a very terrified tribal warrior that's just like, oh god, just like really overestimated this. They do not look like they want to stay.
As my bonus action, I'm going
As
to
your
cast
bonus section.
Healing Word on Runara.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Accept. Kind word for healing.
Nice. Good heal.
Ta.
And I have a question in terms of Bard Warlock spell slots. Death.
Yes.
Would I be able to use a Warlock spell slot for what is technically a Bard spell?
I
No.
think so, no.
No,
No,
you cannot.
basically the only spells you can use your warlock's spell slots for are the ones you actually got as being a warlock. Those are the ones that use your
I
max.
just wanted to triple check that because I presumed as much, and I just wanted to check.
Ollie, no.
Oh yeah! Oh yeah!
Magic Stone's a bonus action.
It's a magic. It's a bonus action.
Yes!
So just lightning stone. Lightning stone.
Jesus.
In that case, then.
You can use a cantrip, or you can use a action-based ability.
You know what? I'm gonna do what I was thinking anyway. I am going to cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter on the ogre.
On the half ogre.
This poor ogre.
This poor half
Poor
ogre.
guy.
Wisdom
Fucking arms just kind of limp. Just. I've been hit by lightning. I've been fucking.
He's like cry laughing and he's on the ground, like just crying, just like trying to cover his face, like desperately trying to cover his face. He is hyperventilating. He's freaking the fuck out. He's not having a good day.
Been there, buddy.
Guys, please stop hitting this poor half ogre.
No.
I feel bad for this half ogre.
You were the
I
one who put
honestly
him in
do.
front of us.
Easy, Del. Jesus.
What happens when a half with a
I'm allowed to talk out of
what happens when
character.
a half ogre meets lightning?
Same
Well,
thing that
to give
happens
you
to
an
anything
idea,
else.
Both of your spell or his or Foss's could have killed him, but he's barely hanging on. Not as tanky as I thought he was. Lo, is that your turn, buddy? Because you've done that. Do you want to move it up?
I am probably going to move up to here.
Okay. Kika, you have a laughing half ogre, a berserker who is striking at your friends, big old doggos, and some people who are either really regretting their life choices or are looking at their friends regretting their life choices.
Okay. Let's just do this how we always do. Help! And Kika's gonna do what she has done on several occasions, and walking out from under the bridge is gonna be a very angry-looking Gregor.
So from from a point below the bridge coming up and over is an image kind of thing.
Yep. Because she
Okay.
can
Like,
move.
it's
She
kinda
can
like-
move it.
Kind of like its spawn animation, shall we say.
Yeah, it's just crawling out from underneath, like, haha, I was here the entire time.
As like it's pulling itself out, you hear from beneath the bridge in giant. Whoa!
Actually, what did he say?
Wait!
Oh god,
can
a
understand.
werewolf! I'm too hungover for this.
Yeah, and I can move it within range, which is like 60 feet, so I'm just gonna have him sort of like slowly, intimidatingly walk forward, doing the slow walk of...
Crying. You ever like seen one of the scenes of Joker's fear toxin being used, and the person's laugh is just getting too wide, and there's tears down their face as they're desperately grabbing at themselves? Yeah, this poor fucking half-ogre. Fuck.
Is this like it's gonna be the first instance of a half-ogre dying of a heart attack?
It could very well become that case. So,
And I will use my movement to duck down behind the cart.
okay.
On this side.
So, the half-ogre has to make a Constitution saving throw and a Wisdom saving throw. So, firstly the con.
One of those
This
things.
half ogre's gonna be in therapy in a few years. Just like.
Oh,
what's up?
he-
Can we
he's going to
dissect-
therapy today. He's like,
Therapy is
you
the
know
name
what?
of the
Fuck.
underworld.
I'm never gonna do a life of crime. I'm gonna get an
Oh, don't-
education.
Oh, don't worry. He's gonna go get some help. He's gonna have shock therapy in about a turn.
Oh no.
Yikes.
Oh, that got dark.
You can just see that he is hyperventilating on the floor. He's in the fetal position, cry laughing. He's just, and you just hear like the leader just like shout, "You useless fucking bastard!"
Hey, leave him alone. He's trying his best.
How dare you talk about our new son that way?
Oh no.
Oh no,
What
this
is
is.
it with us and the
No,
doctor?
no, no.
Oh no, this is GOG 2.0.
I was literally about to say.
Like, that literally happened on my time hop, literally a week, like this week.
Oh my god.
It was losing eye, gaining ogre. I was like, oh shit, that tweet.
The wolf rushes in, leaps up, and it's going to go for you, Lo. Actually, yeah, Lo.
Okay.
So it's going to try and bite your ass. Does a 10 hit you?
That would be a no.
Fuck you. And that's its turn. It's rushed into its space and it's going to bite you.
They didn't do damage though, did they?
It did not because it missed. And now it is Runara's turn. Runara.
I hate to say it, but the other wolf gets to take a turn, or did they? Or they had separate
No, it was.
initiatives.
They,
Oh,
they have
Separate
different
initiatives.
initiatives.
Thank heavens. While still grappled, can I try and push myself up, but still obviously be grappled? I'm trying to stand up, not break the grapple, if it helps.
Yeah,
Or
you
is he
can
not
do,
on top
but
of me?
because it's a grapple and it's like it's not on top of you, but it's pulled you down. I'm gonna say it'll take all your movement to get up. We are
that's
grappled.
fine.
down, so your
I'm
movement's
not.
zero,
I'm
but,
not.
like,
Yeah, I'm not.
yeah.
I don't want to break the grapple. I
literally
wanna
just
stand.
getting up. That's all you can
Yeah.
do as your movement.
Okay, I'll stand up. I'll take this boy. Oh no. Oh, there we go. I will third level healing word myself.
Okay.
Healing word. Level 3. 13 hit points.
Nice.
Puts me up to that. With my action, I will do my channel divinity. I'll grab my holy symbol, and a bright light will come out and damage everyone, every bad guy, basically within 30 feet of me. I'll do my radiance of dawn,
Oh no.
which I
Buddy.
think is everyone.
Oh dear.
It's everyone you choose. It's everyone
It's
you
ev-
choose.
it's-
Every
Every-
hostile, each hostile creature.
But it's I don't get to choose. I don't get to say no to someone. It's every hostile creature.
Well, you
So-
can choose it. Like, for example,
Yeah.
the half ogre is not a threat right now.
But he's hostile, so I would hit him too. Every enemy on the board is within
Go
range,
ahead if you want
and
to.
they have to make a con save.
I really hope that you don't do enough damage to this half ogre to kill him.
14.
Your DC? What's your DC? 15?
What's DC 15? Sorry, yeah. Still half damage.
So 7.
He still lives!
How?
Lives! He's
On
on 1! He's
Oh,
on 1!
I don't know how to feel about this ogre now.
Poor thing. Wants a hug.
It's burnt twice, one by radiant, one by hellfire, sandfire, really. Lightninged, it is being laughed at. There was a werewolf an inch from its face. Let's see. Oh yeah, no, you're just dead. Tribal warriors. Let's see, how many are unaffected by this? That's an excellent question. Are all of them?
Yes.
You
Everyone's
cunt.
in range.
Yeah, all of
Okay.
them are.
How many are there left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
6.
1.
6.
There's one next to King as well.
Oh yeah, and the fucking doggo too. Shit. Let's just.
Yep.
Well, I'll work my way out from you. How does that feel?
Yeah, you do whatever's best.
We gotta be systematic about this.
Somehow you're still standing. Don't ask me how you're still standing, but you're still standing.
I'm still standing better than everything.
Girls, send me those digestives.
That's a straight no.
Yep. Let's see. Wow, the direwolves doing amazing. Direwolves doing fantastic on their rolls. Tribal warrior, I rolled for all but 1. Wow. The further I got away from you, as odd as it sounds, the better the rolls have gotten.
They were pretty blocked by the light, so.
Actually, yeah, even the berserker next to you also got hit by the hardest. So, the half ogre is barely alive. Most of the tribal warriors are looking very rough. The wolves don't seem too bothered, but the warrior next to you got blasted. Oi! What the? Whittick. Black time.
Go for it, bud.
Alright,
Technically, you have got flanking on that wolf.
Hello
Yes,
there.
actually, because of Kika.
Oh, good. Okay, advantage.
Wait.
Great sword into the dire wolf.
Oh, by the way, just to say to you, it does require your bonus action to activate your weapon's additional radiant damage for a minute. Just be aware of that.
I didn't plan on activating that.
Okay, I'm just letting you know,
Okay.
because that is a feature of it.
25, does that hit?
Whack.
Cool.
Ow. Still alive.
Oh, Divine Smite.
Hold that. Actually, no, it's still
So-
okay.
2d8. Cool. Oh, come on.
Well,
Wait.
Still alive. That hurt, but it's still alive.
Wait, hold on. Oh no, because this is additional weapons damage. This wouldn't be affected by fighting style, would it?
What is your
No,
fighting style?
only the weapon. Only the weapon's
Okay.
2 dice rolls. For example, the great sword 2d6,
Yeah,
or a battle axe
yeah.
is
I
d12.
figured, I figured that's what it was.
Doggo's
'Cause it was-
still up.
Alright, cool. Then as a bonus action, because I still have ability sexual, I will. This, I shall prepare a wrathful smite.
Okay, that is your bonus action to wrathfully smite something.
Yep.
I do like the notion that people will believe Gregor is just still with you at all times because you keep summoning the bastard. Someone's going to get very confused very quickly. It's like,
Yeah,
Gregor,
somebody's
how'd
gonna be
you-
like, wait, Gregor, I thought.
What?
I thought you were about
It's
to
good
level
for
it.
his image.
It does
Keeps
sound
the
good because
air
it's
of mystery.
so it's like, okay, we're worried about attacking this place, but I have it on authority that Gregor was spotted up north, so we should be.
And just Gregor comes out with his morning coffee. Who shot me? Who blew up this house? Who is going to die?
But you
With
weren't
it.
here.
Your other attack. What are you doing with the bud?
What do you mean? I don't have another attack yet.
You're level 5.
He multiclassed.
Oh yes, sorry, my bad.
He's
I keep forgetting
a
that. It's like
sorcerer!
you're a sorcerer. Sorry, man. I keep forgetting because I'm like paladins. Whack, 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 whack. Okay, Doggo's going to try and bite you now.
I'll go for a fucking paladin, but
Doggo's going to attempt to bite you again. Hits. And that's 13 piercing damage to you, Runata. And another strength saving throw, please.
I mean, is it the pounce feature? He didn't strictly move the 20
No, it's
feet.
not the pounce feature, but he's biting
Okay.
you.
That's fine. I'm just
When they bite you,
Um,
they get to make the check. Yeah, Doggos get that. You succeed, but you still take the piercing damage of 13. So he doesn't pull you down, but he rips a portion of your flesh off with them.
So in theory, I'm not grappled anymore.
You're not grappled
Because
currently.
He had
no.
to ungrapple
Yeah,
to.
because you had to go hang, but you managed to
It's
pull your
13.
arm away.
Sweet.
But you take 13 piercing. Funnily enough, that was also his DC. 13 and 13.
13 is also exactly what I healed with my healing word.
Lovely. So I fixed that. Got rid of that problem. That's
Sure,
his
I'd do
turn.
1 hit point if I didn't do it. So
Posey!
Okay. Time to make a decision. Oh, Jesus.
Bless you.
Oh, wait,
Bless
no,
you.
that makes that decision. I'm gonna cast Hex.
On the who? On the half
Thing
ogre?
in front of me.
Half ogre hex.
Thing in front of me.
Okay, additional d6 on each strike.
Dex.
Dex. Okay, so he can't stealth as well, or acrobatics as well.
Yeah. I wanna make sure he can't jump off the bridge. And then I'm gonna hit him.
Hit him. You don't have flanking. It's a straight roll.
I know.
That's a miss. That's the fuck. You bitch. Okay, so the cold damage is brought down to 4. Brought down to 4 on the cold damage, and that is a total of 12 from that, an additional 2d6 from your hex.
Oh yeah. Oh wait, I can just click it because I did that to save myself time, and then I forget every time, so I just don't click it.
12.
Hex damage. Hex damage 2d6 or 1d6?
It would be 1d6, but you critted.
Oh.
Yeah. So it would be 2 now.
That's why hexes is powerful. When you crit, it fucking hurts.
11.
Oh!
oh boy.
Is that all?
Stop
so-
hitting my friend! She's on the floor, you've done enough.
Like attempting to swing down again with the great axe at you, but as it's happening, the blade just like comes out the first time to block. He looks towards you and he just begins winding it up. And as he's doing, you just straight up right in the chest. It goes like maybe 3 inches into his. Blood is on your face immediately, posing from just
Pay attention
down.
to me, bitch.
Ooh.
Fucking call out. Damn.
The Thane in me appreciates you right now.
That was a bit
Hey,
of a
stop hitting my friends!
That was my glory instinct re-emerging again. It's called your immediate opponent a bitch.
King.
Ooh.
Cast at a higher level, but oh well. I don't
Ray
think
of
it hit
Sickness.
anyway.
What are you aiming
It was at the wolf below me.
That is a miss, unfortunately. Actually, hang on. Wolf won't have a high AC. Has a high enough AC. Never mind, he's fine. So that is a miss.
Yep.
Cool.
I'll mark
That
down
is-
that I used a higher level spell.
Yes, you did. And that will be your turn.
Yep, although I will shout out, throw down your weapons and submit yourself to the law, and you may be...
The ogre doesn't even
Nay.
have his weapon in his hand. Make an intimidation check. Yep, the barbarians seem to be still in it.
Not particularly scary because of the way I say that sort of
Lay down your arms. Yeah. The berserker looks towards all of you. It looks towards like, you useless fucking things. And you! What did I even steal you for? Shouting towards the half ogre before he now turns all his attention on you, Posey. And he is going to strike reckless. So 2 swings at you. First one. That's a hit for 23. And that's a crit. First attack, you take 4 points of slashing. Second attack, you take 17. So that low arc swing across you, like it was like just carved across your chest. And as he did, he just brought up the sword, or the great axe, excuse me. And as you bring up your sword trying to parry it, he just like hits the hilt, he hits the shaft of the blade of his axe against your sword, shoves it down, and sinks into like your chest, maybe half a inch or something, like a centimeter. Cuts in, and you just feel it into the bone. Like you just get that like smack into the bone kind of thing, and you fall down to a knee for the whack. Tribal warriors go. Wig's getting up. I'm gonna have to check this. A lot of them have just died, and a lot of them are hurt.
Oh no!
They're running. They're gone. Good luck. This one here is going to take the disengage action and get to there. The dogs are fine because the dogs are dogs. But the people with sense that have been injured are running. The one that isn't injured is still in. And seeing that you're now attacking her leader, she's going to come to there. And she's going to try to jab a spear into you, Posey. Seeing that you are clearly a danger. I'm a threat.
Danger.
Oh, that was a double crit. Against the horse. No, they are not combat animals. Would you like me to calculate fights to also include your donkeys in the challenge
No.
rating that I need?
I mean,
So I start using more big things.
they
Why
are
would we do
immune to
that?
damage, I've heard, so...
No, it's just because Kay's offering.
I mean,
No,
don't
Anyway,
challenge me. 'Cause also,
you do get-
yes.
they're non-combat animals. Leave them
Go on,
alone.
carry on.
That is a hit for you, Posey. And that is a total of 14 points of piercing damage as they just jam their spear right into your back because they fucking crit 223s. Fuck me. The half ogre is crying. And Serenus.
Right. So, with my action, I'm going to move the lightning to here.
Okay, so you just hit Duggo.
Yep.
Okay.
Let me do that again.
Yeah, cast the damage out again, and dex save for Duggo. I was going to say dex save for Duggo. There it is. Actually succeeds, so it only takes 6 points of lightning damage. -6. The dogs have more health than the fucking ogre.
Damn. And then, as a bonus action, so from what I figured out, magic stone.
Yeah, you
is
hit
a
your magic
bonus
stone,
action. And I'm going to throw it at that one right there.
Okay, and is this a walloping stone or just a magic stone?
Walloping stone.
Okay, well let's see if you kill it first. That's a hit. I for a second thought that was damage. I was like, huh?
Did he actually kill it?
No.
Oh wow!
Really?
No, but I'm pretty
with a
sure just
walloping
knocked it
stone.
over the bridge, possibly.
No, he left it at 1.
Oh my god!
It's got it. Is he not prone?
And knocked prone. You guys watch
Okay,
as
good.
he just throws a rock and just jabs straight into Posey's back. Dunk. Posey, there's a spear
I got you,
embedded in
Posey.
your back. As it's just knocked over. It's like, the fuck?
Did I do that?
So, at the end, is
Am
that
I
your
magical?
That's
Is
the
that
end of my
your-
turn.
Okay.
That's the end of my
At the end
turn.
of your turn, you just hear. And Kika, from your side of the bridge, big green hands pull themselves up, and you just like see hovering its head over, like it's like a woken up drunken thing of what's going on. As there is a
Go back to
troll.
sleep, friend.
Make a persuasion check.
Girl, let me put that back to normal. A 10.
I rolled a 5.
Yay!
You just
Go
look
back
at
to
the-
sleep, friend.
Okay. Good night. Stop making noise.
We will in a second. Sorry to disturb you, sir.
Did you pay the troll toll?
Yeah, we left on the
I throw just a gold coin over. There you go, sir.
I'm not gonna argue with him.
Legend. Cheers.
You're all welcome.
a much cheaper toll.
Yes,
That's far more reasonable.
exactly. We awoken this man from his drunken slumber because of these assholes, and now I have paid him for him to go back to sleep.
Yeah, after his last bridge had a hill giant and a tiefling that was enlarged crash into it and woke him up terribly 19 years ago. He's now here.
Oh.
Right.
Yeah, I remember him when he went right off.
That.
Lo, it's your go.
First off, opponent's action, healing word on Posey.
Okay.
And as my main action, I am going to Eldritch Blast first off this unfortunate person.
That is disadvantage because they are prone. It's a ranged attack on a prone target.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, never mind. But I have 2 shots of the Eldritch Blast anyway, so...
You do. Which one are you aiming at? Are you aiming at the tribal warrior?
The Tribal Warrior for my first shot.
Okay, let me just do that. Next. It had 1 health.
And the next is the Barbarian.
Shoot away.
And this is a straight shot.
Straight roll. Nothing about you is straight low.
Don't tell him that.
Clearly I did because that made him miss.
Nah.
That is everything on your end. Is that all you want to do?
As Lowe shoots down the Tribal Warrior, he says, "Nobody puts Posey in a corner."
Hey.
That is your turn.
That's my turn.
Kika.
Oh god. Stick materializes. Stick materializes. Whack with stick.
Dunk, 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 dunk.
Hey, puppy, what the stick?
Go to sleep.
Stab.
Go sleep, go sleep, go sleep.
And you just jab it twice. Ching, ching.
It's just bludgeoning damage because she just. hits
Oh my
with stick.
god. Oh my god. 11 health. It had 11 fucking health. Are you kidding me?
Not for long.
Yeah.
How do I keep doing this? On different characters.
Blue, am I gonna have to start making a list of things you've stolen from me now?
I keep doing this.
I mean, I actually don't honestly care because I'm not like Stangy, where it's apparently a pride thing for him.
Yeah, but at the end of the campaign, he still let it get the kill and crumble.
Because he's actually
So-
really sweet. Yeah, so Gigas just goes, ah! And then it's just like a split second.
And it stops moving.
And then for a split second, she's just like, oh my god, are you okay? Talking to
The maid.
the maid.
Lowe is just
The maid has just got, you know the thing of Gimli in Lord of the Rings where the ward just goes BOM! Onto the chest. She's just like, just like trying to lift a very heavy head. But she's
No.
fine.
Lowe's
She's not
just
moving.
standing there with his finger gun just smoking, and he just goes, "Down, boy! Wow,
Down, little darling.
down, boy!"
Kika, anything else?
Ah, no.
Okay.
Screaming is
What
my answer.
Speaking of screaming,
Just drops the spear for a bit.
next was that dog that's dead. Renara,
Cool. I'll take.
all you see is just the half ogre's just dropped everything. He's just got his hands over its face, just covering him, just crying massively. Just like,
Oh,
it's begging. It's begging.
just leave
We
it.
have adopted a son.
Can I move between them to that gap? Like, they're not like.
Yes,
space,
because there's
actually.
no other enemies. Yeah, you can
Yeah.
move between them. A diagonal
Okay.
space overlap, yes.
Yeah. I'll move to there.
Okay.
As an action,
It's about the flanking.
as an action, I will lay my hands on myself and heal myself for 5 hit points with my healing hands.
Nice. Your bonus action is also going to be another heal.
No, my bonus action will be a spiritual weapon.
Nice. Where are you dropping your spiritual weapon?
It'll be
Give it to a
directly.
weapon.
It'll be where I was standing before.
Okay.
Just the massive flaming great sword, and it's going to swing down on
He
the
just
wall.
sidesteps, and then the sword
Just
she was
apparates out where you
previously
were.
just apparates out from her.
Oh well, that's a crit on the wall.
Hey.
Woo!
Nice.
Ow!
8 full stamina. Oh, it's only 8 full stamina, but it's still.
It's
Yes.
8 full stamina.
It says 4 diamonds. It's still something. Give me a sec now, because I'm looking. Screw it. Sorry, bud. There you go. There's your sword.
Nice.
A lot less epic this time.
Power of Christ compels you.
It needs that radiant light though. Hold on.
Don't touch
Mortis.
it.
No,
No.
let's leave it. It's just leave it. It's fine. It's
no
fine.
touchy.
Mortis.
You just watch as like the sword is in the shape of the cross and just bonk on the head. Just bonk.
The power of Christ compels you. Bonk.
You do not
That is
suspect
everything
fancy
you can do.
position.
That is
That's it.
8 points to that. And Wittick, it's now your turn.
Okay. Whoop. Bloop, 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 bloop.
Yeah, you can make that
Oh,
way.
hi,
but-
Winnick, where have you been?
Ding, ding, ding.
Riddick, there's a flaming sword through your chest.
Don't care.
This does not inconvenience me.
Well,
Who
you
are
use
you
spiritual
hitting?
damage.
26 to the
Who
wolf.
are you? Okay, the wolf. Yeah, you hit the wolf. Also, you
Good.
have Wrathful Smite or Fierce Smite.
Wait a second. That's only. Ooh! I'm rolling both of those.
You get to
Again.
roll both of those, yeah, because Great Weapon Master, yeah. Or Great Weapon
14!
Nice.
Ow!
And then the
Well.
Wrathful Smite.
How much is the Wrathful Smite? It's a d6?
Yes, 1d6.
Do they have to make the save to take the damage? Or is it half damage if they succeed?
It takes an extra damage. And additionally, if the target is a creature, it must make a wisdom saving throw. Or be frightened of you.
Okay, so
to this
the
one.
Frighten is the only thing for the save. Okay, so roll
Yep.
it's additional d6 then.
Yep, 4.
Okay. Smack. You just like rush in, sword out, and you just have it. There, Wittick, the massive sword, and your momentum as you're running forward, it's like steam is billowing out of you, steam tanks out. And you're that moment where just like almost your shoulder buckles up as you're momentuming it down. So you know where like the ribs start on like a body? That's how far in you can cut. And you can tell where it is because that's where you end. It's just shunk, splits like the top of the wolf.
And then.
Just wait for it's still there. Aimed it.
Do you surrender?
Fuck you!
Okay.
Meanwhile, you hear the ogre laughing. I would like to surrender.
Oh.
I understand. I accept your surrender. You die.
Posey.
Hello!
It's my turn, yay!
You must die.
Hello! You must die.
You must die.
You must die.
Goodbye.
You must die.
Posey! Posey! Posey!
Oh, the
Jeez.
weakest link. Good
corner.
night.
There are other numbers, guys. Jesus.
Nah.
How many crits have
Not
you
for me.
had? How many crits have
That's
you
4
had?
for her today.
Oh, fuck the heck.
This is great because it means she's going to roll awful tomorrow.
Basically, yeah. And
Yeah.
you have flanking, so that hits. 10, and that is half of that, so that's 4, 10, 14.
You can roll the actual damage for the second one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because it hit.
Do you, though?
Probably not.
No, she didn't. The first attack got him.
Oh.
First attack got him exactly.
22 damage.
22 health.
Exactly lethal.
22 health. Because he is resistant to cold. So that would have been 8 down to 4. Plus 10, 14. Plus 22. Or plus 8, 22. Posey, how do you want to do this?
Oh, yeah.
As Winnick kind of enters the frame, and I'm like, oh, where you been? And he kills the wolf, and he kind of turns to pay attention to Winnick. I'm like, oi, I said pay attention! I'm just gonna strike out.
As he's got that moment where he's like leveling up the great axe, like preparing to just do like a cool like sweep across all of you, and he's like looking between them. He just hears, "Hey, pay attention!" And he goes, "Huh?" Shunk into the mouth, out the back of the head. The body just goes limp as the sword just drops down with him. You pull it out, and you just literally go straight through the back of the head. And the scimitar blade just goes in, and the jaw gets the glad squeech and just hangs down. Dud.
Well, that was kind of unnecessarily gory.
She says, covered in blood, Dragon Age Origin style.
Whereas Lo is sitting at the car just going, woo!
He is your ultimate hype man. There's just one very unfortunate barbarian there that's trying to run away. King? King, buddy.
Power of the moon gonna fuck you up.
Can I ask a very, very quick question before
Go on.
combat continues? Was you speaking giant when you were talking about the ogre and in his...
Very
yeah.
broken the troll was talking in giant. The half-ogre was speaking very, very broken common.
Okay, that's what I want to check.
You want surrender.
The
You
surrender
want
was
give up.
common,
You
not
want
giant,
give.
is
You
what I was
want
saying.
give.
So we're aware of the surrender. We're not gonna... Okay.
Yes.
You want.
I'm going to yell
'cause
out to this.
Because I was the one that also said, okay, I accept your surrender.
Yeah, I think that was in giant, not common.
If that last one is alive, that tribe
Yes.
warrior, as a bonus action, I'll transfer my hex. Carry on.
Go ahead. I mean, you could have run up to him as well if you stabbed the first one, because you only used the first attack
Oh
to
yeah,
kill
I
the
can
first one.
move.
If the first attack killed him, then...
Well, I would tell you that your other attack would have missed anyway, because that was an 11 to hit, but...
Yeah, it wouldn't have been flanking, so...
11 and a 12 AC, that defied armor saved his ass. But King,
I call out to him, stop moving or we'll cut you down.
make another intimidation check, buddy. With advantage.
At this point, I would swear it's just like persuasion. It's like I'm basically just giving you your option. But no. No, that's 20.
Yeah, and that was a 4. So he just watches, they just turn. And as they turn, Posey's got the scimitar out towards them, and they just drop it and immediately hands up. The other ones are too far away, they're running.
How far away are they?
On your turn, they're still going to be within 120 of you.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Ooh,
Ooh.
hello.
Ooh, what's this?
Okay.
So one of them gets immediately dropped by King.
I told him to stop.
They both have 4 left, so one of them just boom's down. Serenus, did you blast the other one?
I'm gonna look in the distance and see the
It's
one
about
that's
90 foot away from you.
Yeah, I'm just gonna change Call Lightning to it.
Roll it anyway, because you might roll once.
They're bleeding.
Boom.
Is it dead?
And then I didn't.
All around me are familiar faces.
I just picture myself leaning up going, wait, hold on. I think it's dead. Maybe.
There's like the thing is like it's lightning that you call out, so you just go, hang on a sec, and there's a moment where the like you see them just drop, and then just hits you guys as the sound catches you because lightning travels fast.
Yeah, no, he's dead.
Yep.
Yeah, and
Okay.
The ogre is still laughing in the corner, but is laugh crying, covering its face in the fetal position.
I'm
There's
not
no.
killing that
Is
guy.
there
He
any
seems
more
like he's having a bad
enemies?
day.
I don't think there's any more enemies now. I think.
That's
You
my
just
next
hear in
process.
giant, like Wittig, you hear in giant.
Stop making noise.
I'll yell back. I'm sorry, sir. That was the last of it. My bad.
Okay.
Guys,
I
come
go-
on.
I
Quiet
go up
down.
to
There's a man sleeping downstairs. Jesus.
The dog gets shoved off the cart.
I go up to them and say, "You are now our prisoners. You'll be escorted to the next town where you'll be handed over to the authorities. Is this acceptable to both of you?"
The giant can't respond. The half ogre can't respond. Still got Tasha's hitting against Laffer, and still like they're doing nothing right now.
Oh yeah. I don't know whose
What I will.
magic this is. Can you guys drop it, please?
I have an idea. Okay. Lo will drop the Tasha's hideous laughter.
Which you
but
do.
He approaches, but he'll use his fey presence to charm the ogre.
How does Fey Presence work? Does it work on humanoids or creatures?
I think it's creatures.
Okay.
Yeah, creature. Wisdom save.
Okay. I don't know if he's rolling this terrible. I'm gonna give him disadvantage because he's just not had a day. You guys just watch as with this like elongated like cigarette holder, he just like walks up to where like he just apparates out into his hand as all around Low you can just see the features become more elongated, more defined. The jaw, like the body, it's almost like there's his face and body and everything just almost gets kind of stretched. And when I say stretch, I mean like the bones get more protrudy and the skin gets like clumb closer to skin at points. More plastic surgery, shall I say, is the easiest way to describe how he begins looking. And as that's there, just like has this like long cigarette thing. And as he does, just that waft breathes outwards. And I would say you'd be able to hit both of them if you moved into the right space. Actually, no, you wouldn't. Sorry, it's only 10-foot cube. You wouldn't be able to hit both.
It's just the.
So you're just getting the half ogre.
Yeah.
Um,
What I want to specifically say is, Lo will say, "Look, friend, there are some really, really bad cats out there. Maybe open yourself up a little bit and find yourself some nice people, a nice job, and make more of yourself, you hear?"
So as you begin, like you just like inhale, and just this like faint like light blue kind of like mist just pours out. That has as it's pouring out from his lips as he's talking, it just begins turning pink, and all just begins turning like almost like this kind of pink, like almost like a powder bomb kind of thing, just like outward, and just over this area in front of him, more or less, and just begins softly speaking, and the half ogre is just there like. And just begins like looking up at him, and it's just like they're on death's door, and they're just tears are still going down their face as they are. And it's just like jaw is just slack, looking at you, just dumbstruck currently, just nodding. No matter what you say, he's just nodding.
Okay.
I
Me too.
I will walk up to the wild person.
Who looks fucking disturbed, because bear in mind, you can all see Low in this time. and in this way.
Mm-hmm.
And you can just see that when the Fae presence comes into effect, the elven motif more or less disappears, and the antlers do return, but they become wilder and larger and almost not comical, but just insanely like additional curves and spinules and points onto it. But all of it is like a jagged nest of thorns on his head, and his tail becomes more like a thorns, actually like a rose's stem in regards to just the spikes coming out from it.
Basically, if loyalty went Art Nouveau.
Kind of.
It's just a lucha painting.
Yeah.
I'll walk up and put the sword under the chin of the person and go, now, if you and your kin come to this place again and try to do this shit, and I hear about it, I'm coming for you. You got that?
Make an intimidation check at advantage.
Cool. 21!
All my kin are dead. And just like points around you. I'm not coming back. I will never come back.
Be that as it may, we're still escorting you to be in prison.
You may as well kill me.
We weren't escorting for 3 days on the road to Luskan.
You
Not
may
only-
kill me.
Enough trouble as we've got.
Before you, I would sooner die before going to one of their prisons. Stories of anyone who escaped from them.
Whose prisons?
10 towns, the civilized people.
We may as well just let him go. He's not gonna come back and draw us trouble again.
People like you around. We thought that defenders were gone, that we might be able to actually get something to live with, but
Well,
Would you
Oh my
face
God,
the
you know
justice
the
of my
defenders?
people then?
face the justice of no civilized folk, no matter how wretched they look.
My people were slaves.
And now you'd make me a slave to your justice.
There has to be punishment for crime.
All I've done to you is get the crap kicked out of me and watch my family die around you.
Have you ever killed a person?
No.
Inside check.
Go ahead. -1, so that's a 6. Looks at you almost with like, as you say, have you ever killed someone? Looks towards the corpse of the leader before looking back to you and like swallows back a bit. Very nervous. But no, I have never killed anyone. Anyone that he killed most of them.
Okay, well then, I don't see any reason to keep him.
No, just let him go. What he's seen is punishment enough.
She.
What she's seen is punishment enough.
That is fair. There'll certainly be punishment dished out today. Very well. You stand accused simply of unlawful toll. The sentence has been carried out, and you admitted your guilt. That shall be the end of it. And as such, it is time to tend to your wounds and let you. I cast life transference on the big guy.
Okay.
Stop killing yourself.
Please stop doing that.
Funnily enough, 1 point more than he actually needed.
Especially when that was basically max damage dice.
Jesus Christ, it
What
wasn't
the
going on.
fuck?
Yeah, I take a huge amount of life out of myself putting the aggro. My prisoners are my responsibility.
alright, grab your
Now,
things and
if
go.
you'd be so
please.
kind as to tend to the less damage.
Just
Yeah, as you're like, he's just like staring in awe towards Loyalty as Loyalty is just talking. You just walk over and you just like put your hand next to his face and he yelps out as you do, but there's just a shock of just necrotic energy pulsing into him before it just transfers and basically almost like regurgitates itself in himself to life. And where he was injured hasn't healed, but like say skin hasn't closed over, but holes and such have healed, so he's not bleeding. And he basically now looks more confused than anything else.
Be careful on him.
Meanwhile, Gregor is just looking over me, so like, because his axe is down by like Gregor's feet, and he's just like he's like looking between it and him and all of you, and realizing that's not a good idea. Even he's not that stupid.
Okay, well let's move these bodies off the road at least, and not in the way for anyone else. And then
Leave the snacks!
I will.
Careful on this one, guys. As far as I can hear, he's been stolen. So he's not here on his own accord.
Okay. I hate being the person that's going to say this again, but I will go
wanna
through their
loot?
pocket.
I
will
was
go through
going
their
to do
pocket.
that.
Loot squad.
Me
Okay,
and
so
Serenus will go through their
Renara and
pocket.
Steranus, one of you make an investigation check with advantage, your
Serenus.
choice, or one of you, or both of you make one roll.
I will guide Serenus in his investigation check.
Okay, so you get guidance and advantage. Make your check. You have advantage, Serenus.
I have advantage.
You have advantage.
And like, try and move the bodies to like a pile by the edge of the river. Just
You find like you just like begin pilfering through them, and all the while the warriors they're looking at you in disgust as you are literally pilfering their family. But you do find about 20 silver and about 3 gold.
you weren't very
And
good
that's-
bandits, were you?
Jesus fucking
Wow.
And then I'm going to take the one that's the one I threw the stone through the head of. That one. I'm just going to grab it and throw it over the edge. Here you go. For the troll underneath.
You like look down and you just see a big green hand out from underneath, and you just begin hearing a wet crunch.
Ugh.
Alright, back on the cart.
Meanwhile, the warrior gets sick, just straight up pukes at that sight. You fucking sociopaths!
It's the Troll's Bridge, I believe. He's entitled to eat just as you are.
Everything they say about you people is right. Monsters. And I take it you move the bodies?
Yeah, just off the road, like the edge.
You get yeeted into food. You get yeeted. And after like a brief period, oh by the way, you're standing on one.
Oh yeah. Oh.
Who are they, out of curiosity?
civilized people is what he's saying.
Yes, I meant who is saying this.
The warrior.
This guy here.
The warrior is an individual, Wittick. He said they.
My
No,
people,
he's saying it about us.
Yeah.
He's calling
my
us.
people said it about you.
They're mostly
Yes,
right.
I was wondering what
which is why
people.
You probably should have stayed away.
One of the
The
tribes.
civilized world would have gladly looked after you. At least mine would have. You have chosen not to take that path, and that is your decision. You'll be out here in the wilds where it's eat or be eaten, so enjoy it.
Shut the fuck up, you arrogant bitch. Think you know anything about what happens to us?
I don't know.
Is eat or be eaten. Because your people don't let us in. Because they see us and they shoot at us.
I let everybody in. Have you looked at my visage? Do I look like the kind that
You
turns
look like a
anybody?
fucking monster, inside and out.
Go figure.
I strongly suggest get out of here.
She spits at
No.
your feet and she leaves.
Alright, everyone. Saddle up.
Back on the cart. Barcy
After
still
like,
over there.
I think I hear I hear the dinosaur in the distance.
After a while, like
That's my
after,
note. I've gone too far.
Yeah, no, he didn't go too far. Like, he made like one turn. I was like, okay, I got to turn around. And then he's just like coming back. What is going on here? Goodness. Oh my, you made a mess of them. And oh, you left one alive. Did you mean to leave this one alive?
Yes.
Yeah,
He surrendered.
He's had an unfortunate life, I think. He's been
Oh
stolen.
no. Well, I don't exactly feel too bad for it with the fucking hole in my chest, you little bastard.
Oh, do
Which
you
is
want
it. Thing going on.
to do something about that, or?
The sun will feel it up. A bit of it.
I'll give Renara a pat on the back. You did good today. And lay of hands.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, you get a full 20.
Oh, perfect.
I'm just gonna relax and try and juggle some stones.
Right.
Okay, so that
Is
is a
everyone
bit of a
else-
mess.
Is
You
everyone
let that
else
one
okay?
run away too. Is that one meant to run away or?
That
Yeah.
one's
'Cause I
fine.
know you made an effort at least to fucking blow them up. Good goodness.
They've been punished enough for their crime. Although he made interesting claims that his kind are not allowed within the 10 towns. Is that accurate?
Well, I have not been in the 10 towns for a while, my friend. But well, question. Let's let fast roll to see if he knows.
I mean, he's a barbarian. Like, he's a savage. Can you really expect him to be accepted by civilized people?
Well,
Yeah.
I'm just wondering whether it's his
See-
occupation or his race that is in question.
see, the problem is,
Like,
and
they're a human.
Daz is looking for this, so just give Daz a second.
They were human, right? All the
He was a human, yes, or she was a human.
Yeah.
I meant race as in he's a northerner.
Yeah, it's
Fucking
particular type.
northerners.
Bro,
Quiet, you.
blue. You forget you count as northerner
No,
for
I'm
for
from
me.
the Midlands.
No.
right, well, we're
Tastes
northerners.
absolutely northern to me.
Is this northerners?
It's north of London. It's north of London. You're a
Is this
northerner.
Northerners? Northlanders is what they are.
Yeah.
Well, you see, mostly their kind of people weren't really welcomed by the 10 towns years and years ago when the 10 towns were being built. They had like a few things around, but they didn't get the chance to settle in land that was cultivatable at the time, and people were choosy and very much so like, no, this is ours, not yours, you sure. So the problem was a lot of different ones, because there's a bunch of different tribes, but and he just like begins looking over a bunch of them. And he's like, give me a second. He just like comes down off it and just like crotchety walks over and just begins lifting up one of the heads, like and looking at it. Like, by the way, as he's lifting it up, it's just snap, snap,
Ugh.
snap,
Oh,
twist.
Jesus.
Oh yes, these are redheads. Yeah, redheads is what they are. They're a type of wanderer. They're very far south. They're usually icing with tail. What are they doing so close?
Interesting.
They're doing very far down. But there are a lot of people who they do a lot of like very violent work, but they try their best. From what I understand, they try their best. I'm very surprised someone came down to cause these ruckus. But this was definitely not a full tribe. Oh no, that is hundreds. This is just a small band.
Indeed.
So,
It's tricky to see whether or not the tribe kicked them out of their own
Oh
civilization.
no, the tribe definitely would not have kicked them out. This would have been a. You need to remember, places like Icewind Dale are not exactly the most hospitable. Like Bryn Chandar is able to, and by the way, you guys are all moving by the way as you're going. And
Yeah.
Yep.
the half ogre is just like looking down towards his axe that's down like left down below as he's like trying to like it's like literally picking at his fingers, doesn't know what to do and doesn't want to do anything because you get the immediate expression of somebody who does not want to say anything for fear of getting hit.
Oh.
Just a moment. Good Sir Ogre, would you wish to come? You have paid your penalty. You are welcome as a member of our.
And
Kika,
he's still
you're
looking at
magic.
Gregor, who's just
Oh right. Kika was like sort of like
not even phased.
no, she was like zoned out and like her hands were kind of shaking slightly, and she literally sort of has to be snapped back as to like what oh sorry, I wasn't sorry.
Gregor goes, move! He just like holds up his axe, but like holds it really close, like.
That is yours by all right.
Sorry.
You may come or go as you please. It is up to you.
No, what to?
Then join us,
you
friend.
You can come with us for a little bit, or you can.
Please, no hitty.
Yes, you're fine.
You're fine, kid. You're fine.
Come, share in our food and bounty.
You can pay back hitting me in the chest, my friend. Come up. And he says this in giant. Like he's very like careful. Like he's walking like more or less 5 feet away from everyone. It's just like nervous as you're all there. And Fast is like, okay, now back in as we begin our travels again. See, the thing is, a lot of the tribes, from what I know, because I've been back from Benjandar a few times, it's a lovely place. I love it. The problem lies in the fact that Icewind Dale is not exactly a place you can farm. Benjandar is a trading point, more or less, between a lot of different civilizations. But the peoples, the Nordlanders, shall we call them, they live there and they live further up. They like regarding the glaciers that are above the spine of the world, very far away. They have many different like sects of clans, and there's different types of them, not just the redheads as well. So there's a few. The problem lies in the fact that they're kind of not in a position to get a chance, and they kind of didn't put themselves in the best footing in the last war. They were a bit more towards the serving the bad guys thing, and the bad guys, well, so they kind of got off on the bad foot. There are individuals who have by themselves done something to have made a life. I know of one story of one inside in Brinchandar. He goes by the name now of Maxwell, but he doesn't have a last name. He just calls himself Maxwell. So if you find him inside in Brinchandar, he's a big burly fella, but he does a lot of woodwork and lumbering, more or less. Very good with an axe carving. He's made a living, but he was a rare example.
I imagine both leaders have much to answer for, much as this leader of those men had much to answer.
Let's be real. And I say this with entire sincerity. There is no such thing as a good ruler. They can do good things, but you have to be a bad person to be a good ruler. There are 3 times where you have to go, do I let this village live or die? Or do I let this city live or die? Not got the best choices. Neither are good choices, but you have to choose the more lives.
I concur entirely. No mortal of otherwise has ever been worthy of leadership, but it must be done. That does not excuse them from their
This is the
responsibility.
one. She gets the idea.
It, however, never excuses us from our responsibility. Everything bad that happens is to be weighed on our shoulders. Everything good that happens, well, that is the benefit of our people.
I like you. I like you a lot. I like the words you use with your mouth place and you go to Habita Huda. I like those words. The good words. Done in short? Oh, it is not that nice. They don't care. They don't give a fuck about you.
You know, contacts with merchants are always handy for King.
I think Gus is frozen.
Yep. No.
Ooh. Technical error.
Bop, 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 bop.
There you go.
Oh.
Am I here?
Yep.
Yep, you're here now.
Hello.
Yep.
What did you last
No.
hear?
Basically
I
that you
like
like-
the things you say with your mouth holes and stuff.
Yeah.
I like the words you use with your mouth holes. It's a good thing. Thing is, done in short, the rulers don't exactly take care of people. It's more a case of go off and die for me and you maybe bring me back something useful. Trade is kept good and traders are treated well, but they're the only ones.
Leaders
But
who
here
fail
at
to
least-
understand that they are nothing without their people truly are nothing.
Oh yes, it is the case down there, my friend, that if any one of them decided they got fed up with them, hey, good luck, bless you. That's a messy situation. Anyway, what is your name, my big new friend? And he's just like looking between all of you. Hey, you. Hey, me what? And he just points at himself. Hey, you. That name. Oh, these poor little bastards. Someone's got to give this boy a name, or he has to make one. On the travels with us, you might find yourself a new name. We'll see. And if you guys don't throw him away, I don't mind the extra muscle he can stick with me.
Well, my kingdom is far from being complete, so yes, I think good, honest work would be good with.
Yeah, it's hard to say. Well, poor dude's a little bit lost. But that's
Also out of character. God damn it, we fucking adopted another one.
Yep. But it's
We have
fine
to have
because
it
we
all.
immediately found him a new home. If anything, it was more of a foster, not an adoption. We found his forever home.
All of 2 minutes it took.
Sure.
Speedrun.
Yes, mark my words, if a person of mine stubs their toe, I am responsible. I do not understand leaders who do not see it that way.
Carhold. That home. Carhold.
Carhold, where is that?
No, card.
Carhold.
Carhold.
That home. And he's like looking at the road. Which way, Cole? That way. Cold's way home. Followed little road for a long time. And he's like pointing downward.
Were you taken from your home?
I was out doing thing. Bad men hit me. Said they'd bash home if I didn't go with. So then hey you.
Do you wish to return home?
Miss home.
We will find you a way to get home then.
You mean?
If we cannot do it personally, we will certainly pay to have it done. At least I will.
Big
You're a
thank.
big man, Steve.
Big thank. He's like gets quiet into himself. And that, as you guys make your way along your road until you get your first camp, which is where you will begin next session. We're going to end that session there.
And I'll be sure to prepare him a suitable amount of rations for his.
You got another one, kids.
No,
I just felt bad. It was like, oh no, buddy.
Can you type down like an interpretation of what he's saying, because you're mumbling so much it's hard to actually understand what he's trying to say.
That's kind of the point.
That's why I meant like a
I
attempt, not the actual word, obviously what he's mumbling.
I can give you a very, very brief summary, please. That's going to be helpful.
I mean,
I mean
understand...
the actual name.
Yeah, just the name.
There you go, that's
There you
close
go.
enough.
That's
Yeah.
closer to
None
what
of you
I
are familiar with that
Nah,
name.
it's a
I'll say
name.
that right now.
Name we don't recognise.
I
That's
figured.
close to what I heard, but not really. Could be about 1 second.
Okay.
Well, I'm going to end the
That's what we're
stream,
gonna
so thanks for tuning in.
Farewell.
Bye bye, everybody. We'll see you next week.
Salam.
Bye-bye.